Finalists in this wonderful India Super Series 2023, the inaugural tournament. It's going to be a mouth-watering event, and I can't wait.
Mumbai Superstars, I thought, looked really good in their semi-final in patches against Jaipur. In the end, it wasn't as close as we expected, but they had some exceptional experience there.
I think if they're honest, they were lucky to win their quarterfinal match. Went down to the last ball, and in that match as well, they didn't put enough on the board. I think they were lacking a little bit of firepower. They were relying heavily on Atul, and there was no one really backing him up enough. When you look at Jaipur Dolphins and Delhi Lions, they bat all the way down, and there's guns all the way down the order that can just absolutely smash the ball all around the park. So that's the difference. It's not only the big hitting, it's the awareness of the game, running the ones and twos, knowing that the big boundaries will come, having that firepower down the order. And hats off to the two captains who've pulled this all together, and the team owners who've masterminded their team and pulled them together.
It's been a wonderful tournament, and as Bjorn says, thanks to all the sponsors as well that have helped to make these teams happen. Team owners, team managers, coaches. We're almost there. Jaipur Dolphins versus Delhi Lions coming up. Another team definitely worth a mention. Kathiawar Cat Kings story, one of the stories of the tournament, reaching the semi-final. Young team from a rural region of India. Excellent effort by those guys. But then it all boils down to Jaipur versus Delhi. And if you're going to have to pick one player in this final, Bjorn, for me, it would be Shivam Sharma. He's been a brilliant batsman throughout this tournament. He was a class act in the semi-final. Would you go with him, or are there any other players that you think are the real standouts?
I haven't seen enough of Jaipur Dolphins, if I'm honest, but I'll actually I'll throw a bit of caution to the wind, because when you're playing last man stands, you've got to contribute with the bat, you've got to contribute with the ball, and you've got to contribute in the field. And we just saw that other semi-final, Rajesh Sharma backed up Shivam Sharma with the bat, also scored the 50. Very important to have partnerships, and then he gave him the ball to bowl. He picked up 3 wickets in the field, took that amazing catch in the deep. So a real all-round contributor. So Delhi Lions blessed to have 2 such wonderful talents, and they could be the 2 game changers that are the difference between the 2 teams. But it remains to be seen. It's all to play for. We've got the drummers in front of us that are exciting the crowd and building up the atmosphere. Everyone's on tenor hooks, and we just can't wait to get going now. Not much more we can say about it, Rob.
Absolutely, we analysed this sufficiently. I'm looking out there, the keepers are warming up. Well, one keeper at least. Batsman warming up. Everyone almost ready to go for the India Super Series final. Good to see all the foreign teams sticking around to catch this final at the end of the game, at the end of a long day of cricket. A lot of them were here at 9:30 this morning to start out in the international plate. Now getting on to evening hours now, 5 to 9 India time. Just about to start the India Super Series final as the umpires head out to the middle, new ball in hand.
The umpires are walking out into the middle.
So the Jaipur Dolphins batting first against Delhi Lions. The final of the India Super Series 2023 underway. Delhi clustering together, tight team. They'll believe here. It's going to be a huge first 3 or 4 overs for the Jaipur to make their mark on this game. And if they are going to do that, I think that Dipanshu Porter is going to be a big part in that, Bjorn.
Certainly, Rob. It's big moments here. I'm nervous for both teams. We're about to get underway. The Delhi Lions have won the toss and decided to bowl. Put the Jaipur Dolphins into bat.
Under the night sky of Delhi here, wonderful lights. Great training facility, or great playing facility here. Also the training ground for, I believe, Delhi Capitals quite regularly, Bjorn.
I think so. I think a lot of the players come here and just practice, have little practices, and it's fairly dangerous stuff. We were here the other night, and yeah, we had to take evasive action fairly often.
See a few of the sponsor logos coming up on the bottom of your screen. Kemp Park Taverners from South Africa there. Thanks to all the sponsors that have backed the teams and players involved in this event, and all the team owners that have helped make the inaugural India Super Series such a brilliant success. It's going to become an annual institution here in India, so if you're interested in getting involved next year, sponsoring a side or owning one of the sides, get in touch. It's going to be a brilliant tournament in 2024, and I, for one, as a overseas manager and representative, will be looking forward to trying to get a few more sides in from around the world to help make this global event grow.
What a city to host it in. Capital of India, Delhi. No surprise, Pradeep Prashar is opening the bowling for Delhi. Round the wicket, left arm spin. Been all tournament in the same recipe. It's a good start. What a throw. It's an arm. I think he would have been close there if he'd struck the wickets. Direct hit.
He would have been close there. But I like the intent there from Dipanshu Porter. Just push that into the offside. He was careful. He knows that Pradeep Parasha's a dangerous bowler. But just putting the early pressure on there with that too. Excellent to see. And into the leg side there. He goes very hard on the first run. Are they going to come back for the second? They are. It's going to be far easier too. Excellent intent there, Bjorn, from the Jaipur Dolphins openers. Move on to 4 from just 2 balls. 2 good balls from Parasha, but they managed to get 4 runs off them. Third ball coming up. Dipanshu Porter. Fantastic innings from him earlier on in the semi-final. Parasha around the wicket. Oh, surprised him a bit there with the bounce.
That was a lot of bounce there. He played it well in the end.
Fourth delivery of the opening over. Parasha around again.
More bounce. It's another dot ball.
Little wry smile from Parasha there. He's getting a bit of rip, turn and bounce coming here. Surprising the big batsman for Jaipur Dolphins, Dipanshu Porter. How's he going to respond? Last ball of the first over. Plays it into the offside. That's just going to be a single, that one.
Tentative start there from Jaipur Dolphins. Excellent bowling from Pardeep. Wouldn't expect anything less from him. He's been outstanding all tournament. Didn't get to see much of him from the first 2 days, and I was just hearing rave reviews about the man.
Manoj Yadav has also shown us his talent, the other opener out there for the Jaipur Dolphins. He's got the capability to go big. Well, let's just see. So we've got Manish Sarawat coming on, another left arm spinner. Bjorn, you've seen Delhi bat a lot in this tournament. What do you think that Jaipur have to set here?
Nothing less than 170. If I'm them, I'd want to get to 180, 185. It's doable. They've got the talent. They've got the men. Just have to keep keep at it and not panic. There's a few dot balls here and there. Doesn't mean you have to hit the next one for 6.
That's gone down the ground. Has he got enough on that? It's into the Daily Night sky, into the ground, over the Australian boys. 6 down the ground. That is what Jaipur Dolphins needed to get going. Dipanshu Pore moves on to 12 off 7 after 1.1 overs. He had to reach for that, but he trusted himself and he went hard, got enough for it. Clears the short straight boundary. The Australians cowering there in fear.
Not the first or last time we'll see that.
Just out to deep at a misfield. Is that going to cost him? I think they would have probably got 2 anyway. There we can see lastmanstands.com/join to join Last Man Stands Cricket. And we also saw a Malaysia Open banner coming up for the Malaysia Open. Late July, early August, open to all of the LMS world.
Panchu on strike, and he's beaten him that time. A good comeback from Anish Sirwat there.
Panchu Pure looking the part so far. He's faced all the deliveries, Bjorn. Sarawak comes in for his 4th ball.
Worked on the leg side there. Should just be the one. It's the man.
Well, so far, Bjorn, we said before that we thought could all be about the openers here, and if either of the attacks could make early inroads. We haven't seen that yet from the Delhi Lions. We know how strong both top orders are for these sides. We haven't seen the early wicket yet. Can Sarawak get this last ball of his first over, just nudged into the leg side for a single. 16 for none after 2 overs. Manoj Yadav gets off the mark. Projected score. Mid 160, well now to 160 after that single. Bjorn Briggs says that 170 is more than minimum score. Probably not even the par. Par hard to pick, maybe 175.
It's a great batting track out there, and Delhi Lions are such a good batting lineup. But what I liked about Manoj there was just using his feet there. No one's done that against Delhi Lions, putting pressure on the bowler.
How quick was that turnaround, Bjorn? Parashar straight back into the attack, barely even paused, just straight in. Doesn't want to give any time for Manoj Yadav to settle and think about what he's going to do.
He's more of a medium pacer. Watch how quick he bowls this. That's a bit slower there, but the ball before rocketed.
Coming back for 2 here. Bit slow in the outfield there. Captain won't be happy with that from the Delhi Lions. They want to keep the pressure on, not allow those easy 2s. Manoj Yadav moves on to 3 of 3 balls. Parashar, none for 7 from 1.2 overs, comes in for his 3rd delivery.
Oh, look where he's standing. He's about a foot outside leg stump there, making the bowler think there. Manoj, he's playing a few mind games. I like that. Too often, and the other teams have just let the bowlers hit their strides and made it too easy. He's taking the attack to the bowler there, making him think. Rotating the strike. It's good to see this from Jaipur Dolphins.
First shot comes in. Worked off his legs by Dipanshu Pore. They're going to come back for 2, are they? He wanted it.
Oh, it's hit him on the back of the head there. He's alright though.
Get 2, but Pore just gets a single off that delivery. Parashar, none for 8. None for 9, sorry, after 1.4 overs. It's been a good start all round here, Bjorn, by batsmen and all the bowlers. Nothing being given so far.
Look where he's standing there. 1 to come. Oh, that's a huge shot. That's 6 more. Fantastic strike there by Manoj Yadav. I like his work. I like his thinking here. Using the crease effectively to free his arms up. Nothing wrong with that delivery, and it's gone for 6, folks.
Wonderful shot. As you say, Bjorn, he's standing, or he's backing where he's standing, almost a foot outside the centre stump. That one was a straight ball, but still played that a foot away from himself, freed the arms, rotated through. Now both openers have hit straight 6s. That will do wonders for their confidence. 3 overs now, 26 for none. Projected score up to 173.
What a start for the Jaipur Dolphins. Exactly what the doctor ordered.
And here, Bjorn, we have Gaurav Kumar coming into the attack. One of the bowlers that I think has looked the sharpest of all the seamers in this tournament.
Bowls with good pace, good accuracy, Rushes the batsman.
That could be really important here. Could also go both ways. We've seen the spinners being hit down on the ground for sixes. There's no one fine. Third man is on the 45 effectively. Same with deep backward square leg on the 45. So any kind of nicks are going to fly to the boundary here.
Got a sharp haircut as well. Like to see you wearing one of those, Rob.
I think after seeing his bowling this tournament, Gaurav Kumar, I'm going straight to the barber tomorrow before I get my flight. Have to dye my hair a bit as well, Bjorn. I like that colour.
Rushes the batsman again.
Banshipura just trying to get that to the leg side, but just came on, skidded onto him a bit quickly. Kumar comes in for his second delivery. Down the leg side.
Wide. And just have a look where Dipanshu shuffles across to the off stump there. Trying to make the bowler bowl straight. And he's fallen for the bait there and just pushed it a bit wide.
Relieves a little bit of pressure. It started so well. It's over. See what he can do here, Kumar. What's his tactics? Is he going at the stumps again? We try it slightly shorter of a length. Tries a bit shorter, but it's gone fine there, and that's that gap that I was talking about, Bjorn. Any kind of edge or fine clip on the leg side is just going to run straight away for four, particularly with a bowler of the pace of Gaurav Kumar.
It's a cruel game. Deserved a wicket there, and instead he's gone 4 runs.
Almost a Chinese cut there. Got a thick bottom edge on it. Good to see a few of the faces there. The Delhi Capitals behind the Jaipur Dolphins team on the sidelines.
I've just seen the team owner Nav walk by. Hand in heart stuff this. He's looking very nervous out there. I would be too. I'm nervous and I don't have any affiliation to either of these sides.
What has happened here, Bjorn? We lost a bit of the footage just for a moment there, and it seems to have been a big moment with the first wicket going. Dipanshu bowled by Gaurav Kumar. Let's just have a look at this. Comes in. Seems right at edge onto the stumps. The one that we thought was a 4.
Bowled him.
Bowled him. So, bit of a surprise all round there. We thought it was 4 runs.
I was just saying what a cruel game it is, and he's picked up a wicket.
Absolutely. Well, the bowler deserved that then. I said just slightly clip the stumps on the way through.
Great bowling by Kumar. Good bowling change by the skipper.
Well, that's the wicket, Bjorn. That's broken the opening partnership. Kuldeep Devatwal comes in now, but Dipanshu really looked the part in their semi-final. So let's see how the Dolphins can respond to that early setback. 3.2 overs. Loss of their opener. Dipanshu it's been wonderful this tournament. How can they bounce back there? 1 for 1, Gaurav Kumar, from his first 2 deliveries.
Kuldeep on strikes, the new batsman, left-hander. Swing and a miss, and the keepers put it down. Didn't nick it, so it's all good.
Really
27 for
bowler.
1.
Quality stuff here from Gaurav Kumar, Bjorn. We picked it before he started bowling. He's been one of the standouts from the whole tournament, and you can see why here in the final.
Oh, that's an edge. That's 4 runs. I think it's come off the glove. Batsman's got a big smile on his face. That was quick, folks. That was about 140 clicks. Like to have a look at that replay. Oh, that's quick.
Wonderful shot there. Into the gap. Picked it beautifully.
Tell you when it's nice to face that is when you're in the keeper or in the commentary box, but not as a batsman. It's bowling with great gusto and great pace and great aggression.
So Kuldeep Devatwal with a Lucky one over the keeper to get off the mark, and that's a beautiful shot by him there. Kept his head out to deep point, but full face of the bat onto that. Lovely stuff. Now bring an end to the 4th over of this India Super Series final. 32 for 1 after 4 overs. Jaipur Dolphins against the Delhi Lions. Manoj Yadav, 10 off 5. He's hit a wonderful 6 straight back over the bowler's head. Cleared the ropes by probably 30 metres.
He's looked good, Manoj Yadav. Used his feet nicely. So it's not the worst of starts here for the Dolphins, even though they've lost that early wicket. Going along nicely. Just need to keep at it, not panic here. It's Rajesh Sharma coming on. And a fantastic semi-final.
Absolutely, Bjorn. As you were discussing earlier before the final started, he's one of the picks. Wonderful semi-final all-round performance for him. His bowling was exceptional as well as his batting. So this could be a big spell here if Rajesh Sharma can pick up a couple of wickets again. Manoj Yadav now a big wicket with the departure of Dipanshu there. 10 off 5.
The batsmen need to take him on. Don't let him settle into his rhythm here. You need to be aggressive. That's a wide.
We'll be disappointed with that, Sharma. Release a bit of the pressure. Manoj Yadav be looking to get after him here. And he is. He goes big down the ground straight, but a great bit of fielding there by the bowler, Sharma. If he hadn't got a hand to that, that was 4 all the way. It was a beautiful straight hit.
Could have been a run out there if the non-striker was out his crease there. Must have been close. So just a single, Kuldeep on strike now.
Sharma comes in down the leg side again, so that's going to be costly. A reminder that there's a maximum of 6 balls in an LMS over apart from the last over of the innings. So that wide, second in the over, it's worth 3 runs.
It's much better there by Rajesh. Straight, couldn't do much with that. Just tidies up the work off his own bowling. One to come here.
Then for those of you confused watching Last Man Stands for the first time with Kuldeeps, let's just watch this ball first. Sharma comes in down the ground. That will just be a single, I think, to deep cover, and is. For those of you confused as to why Devatwell's score increased there, wides and no balls go to the batsman in Last Man Stands cricket. Bides and leg buys still counted as extras. That's why he moved up to 9 off that delivery. Now he's on 10 off 7. Manoj Yadav, the opener, 12 off 7. 5 overs gone, 39 for 1. And I think we're going to see the quick bowler, Gaurav Kumar, back into the attack. As we see the Malaysia Open banner come up again. Follow that link. Sign up for the Malaysia Open. Late July, early August. Great tour, great food, wonderful country to visit. Open to anyone in the Last Man Stands global circuit. Alright, so Gaurav Kumar coming back into the attack here. 39 for 1 after 5 overs. Kuldeep Devatwell on strike. He started well, 10 off 7. Oh, again that pace. He's having difficulty here, Bjorn, with the pace of Gaurav Kumar. That one again, just like the last over, we saw just outside off stump, short of a length. Devatwell couldn't get onto it. And we also saw the bouncer from him in the first over that was just gloved over the keeper's head. So this is a terrific spell of fast bowling here.
He's a handful. Let's watch this delivery. Pick that one up all right though, Rob.
Great shot there.
Wonderful stuff there from Devatwell. Wasn't perturbed, and we actually saw that in the last over as well. That shot that he played out to deep point, he got full middle, so he's been troubled by Kumar, but in between that, a couple of exceptional shots quickly. Just drifted slightly onto his leg, but he was in position beautifully to beat the deep square leg fielder.
Scores 43 for 1. Kuldeep back on strike. It's gone again. This could be out though. He's got away with it there. Didn't get all of it. Not as convincing as the first previous shot.
He's lucky he didn't get all of that. It's onto him quickly. Any more of it and he could have been caught there. 5.3 overs, 44 for 1. Manoj Yadav back on strike. Gaurav Kumar in his second over here, 1 for 11. Very exciting fast bowler. Comes in to bowl his fourth delivery, his second over. Oh. Wow, Bjorn, wow, that's got some good heat on it.
He is quick. Troubling the batsman. He brings it back of a length, just keeps on rising.
You can see what the batsman wanted to do there, Manoj Yadav. That's certainly what he should have done, but it just surprised in the pace of that delivery.
It's not easy when it's coming that quickly.
A lot of space down there, fine. There's a wide fine leg and a very wide third man, so anything fine behind the keeper is going to be 4 runs.
Push down to long on, should just be the 1.
Now bring an end to the 6th over. Delhi Lions, I'd say, are looking on top here at the moment, Bjorn. Excellent bowling start from them. They've only got 1 wicket, but only 45 runs on the board. I feel early momentum. If you're going to have to pick a side at the moment, or a position that you want to be in, you'd probably be going for the Delhi Lions at the moment.
I think so. Projected score only 150. Runs really slowed up. Look at all those dots there in the last 10. 3 dots and 4 singles plus the 2 wickets. Just the 1 boundary. So momentum with the Delhi Lions at the moment.
Manoj Yadav on strike to Rajesh Sharma, one of the star performers from the semi-final earlier today. It's a big match up here, big moment in the game.
It's leg side, it's gone, that's huge.
It's too full there, Bjorn, wasn't he? Just flies it up too much, and Manoj Yadav was onto that in a flash to hit his second 6 of this final.
He's impressed me, has Manoj. Too full and too straight there. Says thanks very much.
He has good foot movement, doesn't he? He moves around the crease, changes his position, upsets the bowler, makes them bowl to him. Moves just a bit there. Frees it up, straight down the ground. Massive, massive 6 there.
It's over the trees, folks.
Just when we were saying, Bjorn, that the Delhi Lions were looking in control.
Great counter punching, Rob. They felt the pressure and they responded.
That is huge. That is massive. That's one of the biggest 6s that we've seen here this tournament at Ballpark. Over the trees. Wonderful stuff.
That's good cricket. He's just worked that one down to fine leg after that. Never rush your blood, then go for a third 6.
Who's on to 26 off 12 there, Manoj Yadav. And wow, that second 6 was really something. As we were saying, he moves around the crease well, approaches down the track, gets into beautiful positions very early. He's a class act, Manoj Yadav. Punted out to the offside there. Not a costly misfield there in the deep. 6.4 overs, 59 for 1. Kuldeep Devatwal playing good support act here. 16 runs off 11, but this is the man we want to see. Manoj Yadav, 2 huge 6s early in the over, and he goes again. Has he got hold of that?
Oh, it's a big wicket there. That's not what the Jaipur Dolphins needed right there. And Delhi Lions taking a big wicket there. He's a key man for the Dolphins, and disappointing into his knock, but what a good knock it was. 26 from 16.
He's furious with himself there, Manoj Yadav. He didn't need that. It was the last ball of the over. He'd already done the damage. 2 big 6s and a single. Then another single. They had already got 14 from the over. Rajesh Sharma picks up his first wicket. Just got a bit greedy there. Wanted to go for a third 6 in the over, and it was unnecessary, but Manoj Yadav.
Crazy at this stage of the game. Still early doors. We haven't even got to the 10th over yet.
So, next batsman coming in now for 59 for 2 after 7. That's a big moment. If he had just nurdled that for a single, 59 for 2 would have been 60 for 1, and the whole situation looks different, Bjorn. It's back in the balance now. Bharat Sindwani, he's a very solid batsman. We've seen him come in this tournament and just been steady throughout. So maybe that's the kind of anchor that Jaipur Dolphins need now.
Down the leg.
Must have clipped the pad there. Not a wide.
Unlucky there. The Jaipur Dolphins needed a bit of luck there.
59 for 2 after 7.1 overs. Vikas Dixit in his first over, second delivery. Floats it up there on the stumps. Fields off his own bowling. Should just be the single, and is Bharat Sindwani to face his first delivery. It's been solid this tournament. It's a class act. Hasn't gone for the big hits as much as a few of his other teammates, but I'm sure we're going to see a steady innings from him here that'll settle any nerves that the Dolphins may have after that big wicket of Manoj Yadav, who was looking so good. Hardly put a foot wrong until he holed out to deep square leg. Good shot there from Sindwani out to deep cover. Let's get off the mark comfortably. So Kuldeep Devatwal now the set batsman, 17 off 13. Up to him to keep things going here. Dixit finds it outside off stump. Goes to deep backward point, just for a single. So let's see where this field's set now. So we've still got a deep backward square leg. Deep mid wicket, long on, long off. Extra cover point, and a wide third man out on the boundary. So just a single nudged out there to long on. Brings an end to 8th over, 63 for 2. So they've gone at almost 8 and over, the Jaipur Dolphins, for their first 8 overs for the loss of just 2 wickets. But they're 2 big wickets. Both of their openers are gone, Dipanshu Pore and Manoj Yadav. Big blows struck by the Delhi Lions. They'll be very happy with their work for the first 8 overs. We feel that 170, 175 would be the par score here. Just look at all the sponsors' logos there. Thanks to all these sponsors for making this first India Super Series such a great success. Rajesh Sharma on to bowl his third over. Got a big wicket last delivery as his last over. Into his third now. Single to start with from Sindwani. So Bjorn, the situation 64 for 2. Are you feeling that this just needs to be a bit of a consolidation period through to about 11 or 12 overs, or do you feel there's more runs needed?
I think they can consolidate, run hard, look for the 2s, maybe get lucky with the odd boundary.
Well, they've gone back for 2 there, so that's a good start.
Just don't need to lose any wickets in the next 4 overs. I think it's crucial here to get the eyes in and just counter punch a little bit.
I also think that it's important here for Devatwal as a set striker. Let's just see this from Sharma. Outside off. Devatwal out to the deep. They're just going to get the single there. But he moves on to 21 off 16. After the loss of both openers, it's really important for Kuldeep to get through and retire on 50. 2 wickets down after 8 overs. There's every chance that the middle order could have a bit of a mini collapse, and in that stage you really need your set batsman to have retired and come back in. We saw the importance of that in Delhi Lions semi-final, and he goes hard there. Bharat Sindwani out to mid-wicket. Fielder comes round, dives well, rolls. Excellent fielding. Just makes it just a single out there. Great fielding, but it just showed that importance when Shivam Sharma came in the semi-final for Delhi Lions. Belted the ball at the end.
Having one in the bank and someone that can come in and strike the ball as cleanly as he does, so vital. And had to think back to Manoj, and was he the man to do it for for the Dolphins. Is there anyone else that can take up that role? Who's it going to be?
After 9 overs, the score is 69.
So from what I've seen of Sindwani so far this tournament, exceptional batsman, but not quite the hitter that Dipanshu Pore or Manoj Yadav look to be. I could be misjudging him. He may have not had the opportunity to show that from what I've seen of him so far. But I think once Dipanshu had gone, it was really up to Manoj. He was set there. He had hit sixes. He had hit 3 beautiful sixes. Tried for a third in the over. Got a bit greedy maybe.
Rush of blood and crazy stuff there.
Super Series. Welcome. Can we make some noise?
Let me look at the sidelines there of this India Super Series final. Jaipur Dolphins now entering 10th over there, and that's straight down the ground. Devatwell. Well, that shows he can hit it there, Bjorn.
We're watching some of the crowd getting involved there. What a 6.
Let's have a look at this again. Really reaches for it. Beautifully hit straight down the ground over the sight screen. Well, Kuldeep Devatwell, almost like he's listening to us and wants to show that he can be the hitter. Moves on to 28 off 18, just 22 runs away from a retirement now, and it will be a crucial retirement, much needed off those 2 wickets have been lost already.
He's got this fine. It's just the one.
Vickers sticks it, none for 11 off 1.2 overs so far. This match really in the balance here, Bjorn. This is a crucial stage, I think, the next 3 or 4 overs of this game.
These next 11 are going to be very interesting. It's still very evenly poised here at the ballpark in Gurgaon. It's gone big. This could be out. It's gone straight up in the air. I don't think anyone's going to get under it. Lucky to get away with that. Well bowled by Vickers Dixit, juicing the air up.
Interesting from Sindwani there, because he's looked pretty careful most of the tournament that I've seen him so far. Tim Rogers from England on the drums now. Seems to have some reasonable rhythm. Vickers sticks it in for the 4th delivery of 2nd over. Kuldeep creates space. Doesn't quite get hold of it. Moves on to 30 off 20 balls.
One to come here.
1 delivery until the halfway point of this India Super Series final 2023. Bharat Sidwani on strike against Vickers Dixit. It's been steady going from the Jaipur Dolphins. They haven't panicked since the loss of their 2 openers. Jumps at him a little bit there. They'll get an easy single, but that'll be it. And that'll bring an end to the first half. This first innings of the India Super Series final. 79 for 2, Bjorn off 10 overs. Who do you think's on top here?
Kuldeep Devatwell 30 off 20. Bharat Sidwani, he's on 6 from 6.
So projected score now 158. 79 for 2. 6 wickets in hand now. Important for Devatwell to retire, get his 50.
Chris having a bit of fun on the drums there. He's missed his calling there, Rob.
Absolutely. Getting well into it. So I think he's going to release that drum, and he's got the rhythm going here. See him on camera there. Commentary behind. So switch of ends at 10 overs here. Halfway through the final. The ball from the other end now, the next 10 overs. Bharat Sidwani's face. Rajesh Sharma to finish off his 4 overs. 1 for 27 so far. He had an excellent semi-final, both with ball and bat, which would have given confidence coming into this game. Got the big wicket of Manoj Yadav in this match. That one's just bunted down the field by Bharat Sindwani, just a long on for a single. Steady start to this second half of the first innings here. Kuldeep Devatwal now on strike, the main man. He's got 30 off 20 so far. Important for him to kick on and get his 50 here. Sharma comes in, he's taken one big wicket so far. Can he take another? Devatwal hits him down the ground to long off there just for a single. These singles just ticking along, Bjorn. Look at those last 10 balls, everything a single apart from that 1-6. So they're going steadily here, Jaipur, if not spectacularly.
Still evenly poised, and the Lions won't mind those singles, but it's on the other foot. It's good for the Jaipur Dolphins, just holding it a bit. Not letting the game get away from them. They've still got 6 wickets in hand.
So
cricket left in this.
There is a lot of cricket left, almost 10 overs left of this innings, and then obviously the second 20, Rajesh Sharma, 2 balls left of his spell. Bowls that a bit flatter, out into the offside from Devatwal. They're only going to get the single there.
We'll have to lift it when it gets to the 12th to 13th over.
For sure.
Score just 154. We need to reassess what we said earlier. They still need 170.
We've got the wickets in hand. These two experienced batsmen getting their iron. And he's gone big there with the Sog sweep. It's gone out to the deep. He's put it down, or did that bounce before him?
I think it bounced in front of him. Unsighted there for a bit. Half a chance there. Regardless. Timed it sweetly, but just picked up the fielder in the deep.
I think that Delhi Lions will be quite happy with the way this is going, Bjorn. Jaipur Dolphins not getting away. 2 batsmen that are one very set and one almost set.
After 11 overs, the score is
Single
84 for
almost
2.
every ball at the moment. I think they got this well in control. None of the singles being turned into 2s.
Said that though, they haven't had to chase much more than 100 this whole tournament. And Jaipur Dolphins already on 84 for 2 after 11, so fantastic stuff by them. Can you get a bit of scoreboard pressure here? And something that Delhi Lions haven't had to deal with before.
9 overs left, 84 for 2. Projected score 153. We feel that Jaipur need over 170 here. So it's going to have to be some hitting. Kuldeep Devatwal has faced 22 deliveries. He'll be wanting to get going now. That ball goes out to the deep. First ball of the 12th over. Vickers sticks it back into the attack. Yet another single. Look at those last 10 balls, Bjorn. Nothing but singles.
Delhi Lions won't mind that at all.
It's gone big there. Where's that going to go? Has he got enough of it?
Disappears over mid-wicket.
Fantastic stuff. They needed a boundary. It was getting just too predictable. The Lions were settling into their lines.
Let's have a look at this. Dixit comes in, reaches. Kuldeep hits his second 6, second maximum. That is a big one there, Bjorn.
Kuldeep now 38 from 23, getting closer to that 50 mark. They desperately need him to reach his 50 and get one in the bank there for later.
So what's he going to do now? Is he going to keep a cool head and just nudge the single? Or is he going to try and make the most of this over? Does he fancy Vickas's bowling?
It's down the leg. It's not a good delivery. Got away with it there.
Kuldeep moves on to 39 off 24 balls. Sindwani on strike. Happy to be the support act here at the moment. And he's done that job exceptionally well their last few games.
Balls to come in the over. Dropped it short, but it's a quick delivery. Rush the batsman. He's done well there to push it out for on the hesitate there. Slight hesitation. He's gone. That's out, I think. Just a slight hesitation there. If he can't straight away, I think he would have made it. Criminal.
Absolutely criminal. As soon as he had the hesitation, he was in trouble, and he knows it almost breaks his back in frustration. Bharat Sindwani. Let's have a look at this.
Watch the hesitation here. You see it.
Good quick throw though. And then he's well out in the end.
Not even close.
Excellent fielding though there, Bjorn. Picked up and good flat throw straight in using his momentum.
You see one of the team owners from the Delhi Lions there walking across, looking like a man with purpose.
Big moment there potentially. So, how will Jaipur Dolphins react to the loss of their third wicket? Kuldeep Devatwal going well, 39 off 24. Important that he gets to 50 here. Bharat Sindwani, who's looked so solid all tournament, will be furious with himself. Do you think that hesitation made all the difference, Bjorn, or do you think he was in trouble anyway?
So the new man
Yeah,
in
actually,
is
it would have been a
Ajit
lot closer if he hadn't hesitated.
Chandra.
It was all tight, but half a chance there. Hesitation definitely cost that wicket.
One ball left of the 12th over, 93 for 3. Delhi Lions keeping the pressure on. 6 looks like it could have relieved it 3 balls ago, but they've responded with an exceptional run out. Great fielding there. Ashish Nijna now on.
Tidy finish to the over there from Vickers Dixit.
So after 12 overs, the score is 93 for 3.
Picked up a wicket yet, but
Kuldeep Devatwal, 39 of 24.
Is indeed 93 for 3 off 12 overs. Jaipur Dolphins now. So 40 balls left to go. Kuldeep Devatwal will be looking to get in the shed, retire on 50, allow the hitters to really go for it with a bit more free license. They need runs here. We think that they need 80 off these last 40 balls to get up to a par score. Manish Sarawat back into the attack, one of the opening bowlers. So left arm around the wicket to the left-hander. Different angle, he jumps over the ball.
Race to the boundary, that's 4 runs. Could have tried to stop that, he just jumped out the way there.
That's it, he definitely didn't put his body in the on the line here. Let's have a look at this from Sarawat. Flies it up there, belted back by Kuldeep. Little skip out the way, he wasn't going to risk.
Yeah, I think it was his shin bone in the way. That's probably the right move. That would have been a nasty injury.
So, Kuldeep Devatwal.
Disappears over mid-wicket boundary.
Massive 6 there from Kuldeep Devatwal. That moves him on to 49 off 26 balls.
Not enough to me. Does it go for another 6 or just tap for 1?
I think you've got to tap for 1 here, don't you, Bjorn? It's just so important to have him in the bank.
Ego, isn't it? Can he get the better of his ego and just have a 1 here and do the right thing?
Well, he's hit the forward, he's hit the 6, and it's not long since he hit the other 6, so maybe this is the big over that they feel they need. He's gone for it, it was a full toss on his waist, and that's into the gap there. Wonderful innings from Kuldeep Devatwal. He'll retire there off 27 balls. Great work from Devatwal. 53 off 27 balls. That's just what the Jaipur Dolphins needed after losing both their gun openers, Manoj Yadav, Dipanshu Porter. This one, full bunger. As easy as you like. If you're already on 49 runs, take that. That's your 50.
Well managed. So they got one in the bank, so batsmen coming in now have a little bit of weight off their shoulders. They know they've got an extra batsman. This can do the job for them. Bat with freedom here and really apply some pressure now. Take it to the Delhi Lions.
Shahid.
Fully the bowlers a bit, which is what the Delhi Lions are used to doing to opposition. Maybe they can get one up here.
So you
Really try and get that 170, 180.
I'm leaning towards what you were saying, Bjorn, that it's more 175 to 180 is what they've really got to be aiming at here. 170 just seems maybe a little bit too low on this good batting deck.
Fast outfield as well.
So Syed Mukammal Ali, he batted well earlier today as well. Faced his first delivery Just an easy, well, not an easy single into the offside, but that did surprise him. Managed Sarawak. So 3 wickets more until we'll see the return of the retired batsman.
Nudge that down to third man for 1. For 2. Fielder's done well to stop it from going for boundary. It's good running.
And they can afford that risk now, Bjorn.
13 over the score
Basically
is
3 wickets.
110 for 3.
Retired batsman comes back in before it gets difficult. They've got to go for those 2s now.
Got to go for everything now. 1s and 2s and boundaries. The ball's there. They've got to go for it from word go. Got to run the 1s hard. Try and turn everything into 2. Like this. Good position here for the Jaipur Dolphins.
Sorry, Muhammad Ali. With some hard strokes in the semi-final. 35 balls left in the first innings of the India Super Series final 2023. Jaipur Dolphins looking well set, 110 for 3. Delhi Lions will back themselves though. Got a tremendous batting attack.
This is already the highest score against the Delhi Lions, unbelievable as it may seem. It's good batting.
The single is the offside there to start. Pardeep Parashah's 3rd over. He's gone for 16 runs so far for 11 balls. Ashish Anidja on strike now.
He's popped on it a little bit. He's played it well in the end. It's just the 1.
2 new batsmen just trying to get settled at the crease here. Sense this could be a little bit of a dry spell. Maybe they'll get a few singles just to get going, or
2 new batsmen at the crease. I think aim is just to get a few singles, just to feel the pace of the pitch here. Settle down, settle in.
Well, he's gone for it. But hasn't got hold of it though. It's a single down to long on.
It's the danger of coming in and trying to strike it early. You just don't have the pace of the ball yet. 2 to come in this over from Parashah.
A lot of 3s going on the scorecard here. 113 for 3 after 13.3. Both batsmen on 3 off 3 balls. And it goes into the offside there. Ashish Anijna moves on to 4. Jaipur Dolphins keep on ticking along with these singles. 4 singles in a row now. Parashah with a tight spell. Can he pick up his first wicket with the last ball of his 3rd over?
Can Syed Ali hit a 6?
Good
Short.
bowling.
He's made good use of the pitch there, of the crease, and worked it to point.
Excellent over there from Parashah in the 14th over when the Jaipur Dolphins should be looking to get going. He's only gone for 5 runs off that over. Manish Sarawat will come into the attack to bowl his 3rd over. He's taken a bit of tap off the retired batsman. So how can he respond from that?
115 for 3 after 14.
I feel here, Bjorn, that you've got to back your retired batsman. He's shown he's got the big hits. I think now you've really got to have a go. There's only 30 deliveries left in this innings. We feel that they need about 60 runs. If you can't hit it, doesn't matter if you lose the wicket and get that guy back in.
30 balls left. I need to get at least 45 from them. I'd be hoping for more than that though. Be hoping for 60 from here, which is not easy to a ball.
It's a good time to bring the spinners back on here, I think, Bjorn, just to make the new batsmen have to really work for their runs and work for the power rather than just being able to use the pace of a seam bowler.
Ashish on strike. What can he do here? It's a lovely looking shot, but it's just the 1 run. I think now's the time. I think you're right. They need to be more aggressive. They've got wickets in hand, 1 in the bank. It's not easy out there against these bowlers. They're class outfit, Delhi Lions. Much easier here in the commentary box on your armchair at home.
So that comes in, pushed into the offside from Syed Muhammad Ali. There's now only 27 deliveries left. Score is 118. 5 wickets in hand. Retired batsman in the sheds. Ashish Anijna on strike. He's faced 5 balls so far. I think he's going to go big here, Bjorn. And I'm wrong. Long off coming round there.
Can they
coming
get back for 2?
Oh, he's direct hit.
It's a very, very good throw. The fielding has been exceptional. We've been saying it all afternoon, how impressed we are with the fielding. Watch this arm. Let's have a look here.
It's a direct hit, but you can see the batsman sliding in behind the bowler's right foot there. Umpire was in a good position. He came back quickly. I would have thought a direct hit there would have got him out, but good quick running.
Great running. Good pressure on the fielding side.
Tight over there. Bjorn from Manish Sarawat. Again, just 5 off it. Follows up Parasha's 5 off his over. So just 10 off the last 10 deliveries. 5 wickets in hand in the closing overs.
You got to say you can't be blocking at the stage of the game. You got to try and look for 1 or 2. Get something on it. Maybe a lap or a reverse or something. We just can't let the bowler dominate like that. Can't be blocking at the stage of the game. Could prove costly later on.
Certainly, and now's the time to go. He'll be itching on the sidelines. Kuldeep Devatwal, after a superb 53, not out. I think it was 25 balls earlier. He'll be itching to get back in and carry on the hitting that we saw. He hit 3 sixes. Saeed Muhammad Ali, 6 off 6. Ashish Anijna, 7 off 7. 25 balls, he's gone after that. Has he got enough? No. Just single, they're not going to come back for 2.
Just a reminder that this is the final. The last man stands, Indian Super Series 2023. There's $10,000 on the line here and an entrance into the last man stands World Champs down in Cape Town. So a lot to play for these 2 teams. A lot on the line. That could be a boundary. No, fielded as well there. They need a boundary.
They desperately need a boundary here. Bjorn, the runs have really dried up since the retirement of Kuldeep. 15.2 number of balls remaining, counting down. Only 23 balls remaining. We feel that they need another 50 runs. Where are those 50 runs going to come from? Saeed Muhammad Ali eyeing up Parasha. Will he go for it here? Again, doesn't quite get hold of it. That would just be another single.
They need to run like crazy here. I think they need to take a few more risks. Nothing to lose from here on in.
As you say, looking for the ramp shot. Just fine cut, just something different, because these shots aren't working for them at the moment. Unless they can get to the ball, make it full, be able to get it back over the bowler's head. There's something that's got to change here, because singles aren't going to win this game for Jaipur Dolphins.
That's better. He's hit it hard, but the fielder cuts it off. Oh, it's gone through his legs. Can you believe it? That's just what the Dolphins needed. Not what the Lions needed. They had so much pressure on them there. If he had fielded that, the pressure would have just built up a bit more. Let's have another look at it.
That's horrible for the bowler and for the fielding captain. It was an easy one. Could have just got himself behind the ball. Just relieves the pressure massively. An easy one turns into 4 there. Last ball of the 16th over.
There we go. That's very clever batting. Superb shot there. Use the pace of the ball there. These spinners really do push it through quickly. Let's have a look at the replay. Smart batting here.
15 overs, the score is 131 for 3.
So that's what you wanted, Bjorn, the ramp shot, something a bit different. And maybe that was facilitated by the relief of that pressure there.
100%, Rob. You spot on there. Gave himself a bit of room there and pressure now on the bowlers. Let's have a look at the crowd out there in the deep. The Masagami boys. We've got the Aussies over there and the Joburg Jets having a chat to some of the Brisbane lads. Mark Taylor sitting there in the crowd, I think it was, with the drummers. Great carnival atmosphere here at the ballpark in Gurgaon, small town outside of New Delhi. And there's the Jaipur Dolphins batting dugout. Gaurav Kumar coming on to bowl. He's bowled exceptionally well. Good pace.
It's going to be interesting here, Bjorn. The pace of Gaurav Kumar. Is it going to come off? Or is it going to give Saeed Mukammel Ali a chance to get a streaky edge?
I think it's time to send on some gloves, and the message is just get a little bit of bat on it and try and open the face down to third man or fine leg. There's been no messages to the batsmen. They're leaving it all up to them. So often the middle order try and go downtown, and it's not always the best option with...
The keeper's very, very far back here, Bjorn. Shows the pace of Gaurav Kumar.
That's a good 18 meters back.
He's got hold of that. Gave himself a bit of room. A slap at it. Doesn't quite get hold of it though. Saeed Mukammel Ali moves on to 9 off 9 now. Ashish Anijna, Bjorn. We saw 2 fours off his last 2 deliveries. Is that going to have given him the confidence to get going? He's on 16 off 10 so far. There's just 19 deliveries left. 5 wickets in hand for the Jaipur Dolphins. They've got to get going here.
The keeper's a good 16 meters back there. Ashish on strike. Oh, I think that's 6. Oh, he's put it down.
Interesting here, Bjorn. So a bit of sloppy fielding in the last over or so from the Delhi Lions, letting through a boundary that should have been a single, and then that was a relatively simple catch in the backward deep point region.
Should have done better. It's difficult under the light, and I think the dew starting to play a factor here.
You can see how much Gaurav Kumar's drawing off the ball. Wonder how much that's going to affect the bowling in the second innings for the Jaipur Dolphins. Third ball of Gaurav Kumar has really gone all of that. That sounded like it was out the middle. Has it gone all of the way?
4 more runs. This is a bit of a momentum shift here for Jaipur Dolphins.
Really got that out the middle, Bjorn. That was a beautiful shot there from Saeed Mukammel Ali. He looked really good earlier today. So I've been a bit surprised by how tentative he had been so far. But is that the shot that gets him going?
I think so. A little short-arm jab there. He's having a look around at the field placements. Taking his time. I like to see that from a batsman, just gathering himself. Batting on off stump.
He's got hold of that again, but that'll go straight to the cover fielder, will it? They'll come round, come back for 2 surely. Easy 2 in the end.
Finally a fielder stops one. So score is 139. 1 ball to come in this over. Saeed Ali's on 15 off 11. Ashish Anja, he's on 17 from 11. Projected score now 165. So
it's been a lot better lately. Last 6 balls going for 16 runs. Jaipur Dolphins on the charge now. What have we got? Last ball, 17th over, and he's gone. Big back past the bowler. Cut off by long on coming round. They'll come back for 2.
It's got much slower since the dew. I thought there would definitely be a 4 earlier on the day. They would have raced to the boundary, but it's just held up there. Wet outfield.
Well, after getting themselves set, Bjorn, and taking a little while to get themselves set, they're looking in a decent position to attack here, the 2 batsmen, both of them 17 off 11 and 12 balls respectively, so they'll have a bit more confidence now, and they really need it. They haven't felt like they've needed to use the wickets that they got in the bank. 15 balls left. They've really got to get 30 off this to justify the amount of time they took getting going.
It's easy to say that in the commentary box. I think they've done a great job here, but at the same time, you're 100% right. They've got to go for it now. Now's the time. They need to go at 10, 11 and over, 12 and over, push the boundaries. It's going for it. It's in between the 2 fielders there. Will it reach? It's really slow now.
They're going to be able to come back for 3. Oh, they look a bit exhausted out there. Definitely not 3. Good throw in.
The outfield's really slowed up. I'm surprised by it, and this could be a factor in favor of the Jaipur Dolphins in the second innings, because earlier in the day those shots were just going for 4, racing to the boundary. So Manish bowling his second ball here of the over.
17.10 overs, 143 for 3. He goes for the scoop shot again, as
Clever
Bjorn said they
batting.
should. And as we heard from Bjorn a couple of overs ago, he was calling out for the scoop shot to be played. We've seen it twice since then. Both have resulted in boundaries. Excellent play from Ashish. And Ijna moves on to 23 off 13. So he's going now. He's set and he's going. Could we see him get to 50 in the last 2 overs? There's every chance of it now.
It's easy to call for those shots. It's hard to execute as well as he's done.
So, oh, he's gone on. It's gone over the keeper's head. Is that going to run away? Is it going to spin? I think third man will come around, and he does. They're only going to get the single.
Well bowled, Manish. Sarawat, unlucky not to pick up a wicket there. Pulled back his length a bit.
It's been the most expensive of the Delhi Lions bowlers. Sarawat got a bit of tap off Kuldeep earlier. A few sixes. Inside out shot there through to deep cover, just a single. 1 ball left to manage Sarawat's spell. It's been a good over from him in the closing stages here. Ashish and Ijna has been looking really good lately. 24 off 14. He's certainly got his eye in now. And he'll be targeting this last ball from Sarawat's spell. Last ball of the 18th over. Goes hard. Doesn't quite get hold of it. Just a mid-wicket for a single there.
Should have been running hard there. The pressure on the fielder. The stage of the game, you've got to try and turn anything into 2 runs. Get any advantage you can get.
150 for 3.
So there we see the rest of the Jaipur squad. Looking
Give
at
us
the
away,
cameras.
boys.
Great to see them. Looking the part.
There we go.
Wonder, would they be confident? I think they'll be happy enough with where they've got to. They'll be hoping for 25 off the last 2 overs, and if they can do that, Bjorn, they're up to that 175 that we felt they should be aiming for.
I think they've done fantastic. Like I said, no one's got much more than 100 runs against Delhi Lions. And we've got 10 balls left. You can get 20 here, 25, 175.
And again, the excitement of Gaurav Kumar. I love watching this guy bowl. Something always happens. Intimidating bowler.
Just adjusting his field. He wants the fine leg to be moved around.
Closing stages here of the first innings of the India Super Series final 2023. Jaipur Dolphins 150, targeting over 170 against the Delhi Lions. Gaurav Kumar to bowl his last over. 1 for 22 off his 3 over spell so far. He's bowled really well. Good sit. Good bounce. He's intimidated the batsman.
Should just be 1. They're looking for 2. They've done it well. Better throw and they would have been in trouble, but
Well run there, and we can see Bjorn in the last 8 deliveries there's been 4 twos. It's very important. Keep the pressure on the field, keep the run rate up. Gaurav Kumar's really struggling with this ball. After every delivery, it's taking about 30 seconds for him to dry it off.
and you're on strike. What can he
19th
do?
over. Out there to the deep on the offside.
Oh, he's made a blunder in the deep again.
So Bjorn, that's the 3rd mistake now that we've seen in the last 3 overs from Delhi Lions fielders. The bowler will be desperately disappointed with that. Just a little bobble in front of the fielder.
Should have done better. I don't think you can blame that. And that's just the pressure of a big occasion.
Shisha Nijda moves on to 31 off 17 now. It's a far cry from when he was, I think he was 9 off 9 at one point, Bjorn. So I think his last 8 or so deliveries, he's dispatched for 22 runs. He's really got going. Shows the power of getting your eye in. 8 balls left. What are you targeting from here, Bjorn?
They've got to be targeting 175.
Checks his score now, 170. So that's the number that we've been talking about the whole innings, 170 to 180. It's what we think is a minimum that Jaipur Dolphins have to score.
It's wide. Unlucky. He's come a little bit outside the off stump, taking his guard, and it's just gone past, almost over leg stump, but definitely a wide there.
So it's all happening again in a Kumar over. 2 balls gone, 2 legal deliveries gone, 7 runs off it so far. Can he get the wicket to shift the momentum back in the Lions' favour? He goes to the boundary. Is that at the head or is that over the head?
I think it's a wide. I think it's the right call. It's pretty close though. It's tight. It's a game of fine margins there. It's definitely one for the over. Let's have a look from the side. Yeah, it's gone over his head there. It's actually an easy decision there for the umpire.
And just a reminder to you new to last man stands cricket, second wide in the over isn't re-bowled until the final over.
That's 3 runs for the batsman. It's good running. That'll frustrate the bowler. Puts his head towards the heavens there and says, what more can I do?
Frustrating spell here for Gaurav Kumar. I feel he's bowled better than his figures reflect. It's the last ball. Can he finish on a high? Finish with a second wicket.
Saeed Ali will have other ideas here. He's looking for a boundary just to finish this over and take his team to 165, 166.
Let's see, Kumar coming in, final ball of his spell, beautifully hit there, out to the offside, doesn't quite get enough of it, fielder comes round, they're coming back for 2, are they going to make it? No, I don't think so, I think that's a run out.
Close, I think he was closer than you. It's a tight one there for the, oh, he's back in, umpire says not out.
Excellent running to get back for 2, I thought he was gone for all money there, Bjorn. Gaurav Kumar finishes with 4 overs, 1 for 34. Ball goes out to the deep. Fielder just had to wait for it a bit. Still a good throw in. Look how much
a lot of work
ground.
to do, but it's not the best of throws.
Wow.
He just slid his bat in there.
Excellent running there. As we saw a great angle from that throw.
And to all the kids watching out there, that's how you run your bat in. It's a great example of good running between the wickets. Better throw there, and he was gone for all he was worth. No matter how well he ran his bats in there, straighter throw would have been easier for the keeper. It just took too long to take a full step.
So in the end, this 4th wicket partnership has been a fantastic one here, Bjorn. Between these 2 batsmen, 35 off 20 for Ashish. Saeed Ali, 20 off 14.
Fantastic stuff. Great partnership is what it's all about. The middle order turning the screws here. It's 163 for 3. 5 balls to go.
Vikas Dixit to bowl the final. 5 balls, the final over. None for 23 so far for him. Trying to set his field for the last over. Let's just have a quick look at where they all are. Got a wide long on, a very straightish long off, and a deep cover point, backward point. Almost a deep square leg. They're all rotating round. This interesting shift of field here. Behind square, there's a lot of room. Both sides of the keeper. 5 balls left. India Super Series final first innings. Good start there from Dixit.
It's not what the doctor ordered for Jaipur Dolphins. They need to get runs here.
Dixit comes in for his second delivery. Ashish.
Oh, well bowled. He needs to get back on that off-stump guard.
What a final over here in the building, Bjorn. Dot to start it. Could this be the over that sets the momentum for a Delhi win? Has that gone down to backward square leg just for the single?
Can you believe it? What a opening 3 balls to this final over. Unbelievable stuff from Vikas Dixit. Just pulling it back here for his team. It's 164 for 3, 2 balls to go.
Generally in the last over you'd be happy to go for less than 10. Last man stands format. He's only gone for 1 off 3 balls so far. Reminder that if the final ball of the over is hit for 6, it's a home run worth 12. But this is the 4th delivery. Vikas Dixit into Saeed Ali. Just skidding it through there again, Bjorn. So, just another single. Wow, what a final over this is. We didn't see this one coming. We thought that they were going to get into the 170s. They're just trying to slog across the line there, losing a bit of their shape.
Need to do the paddle shot there. Just ramp it.
Final ball of the innings. As mentioned, if this goes for 6, it's called a home run. Last man stands cricket, worth 12. 4 is still worth 4. But he'll be targeting a 6 here to lift them up to 177. Can he do it? He doesn't get hold of it. A wonderful over there.
They've got to run 2. Slow turn there. Only decided halfway through there. Should have been an easy 2, but so they finish on I think 166 after their allotted overs. It's a decent target. It's something to bowl at for the bowlers, but they're going to have to do a good job because we know how strong the Delhi Lions batting lineup is.
I'll be very disappointed with that last over there. Wonderful final over from Vickers Dixit, who finishes with figures of 4 overs, none for 25. He went for only 3 runs in the last over, one of which was a leg by, so only 2 to his bowling figures. And check this out, he backed himself, he was grinning, he was sprinting, he backed his pace, and he did it by a couple of feet. Good bit of sprint training there from Vickers Dixit at the end. Takes score on to 166 for 4 after 20 overs. Ashish Nishna, 37 off 24 balls. Great first innings of this final.
Let's take a look at this batting scorecard for the Jaipur Dolphins, Rob.
Dipanshu Border, the man who we thought was a real danger man, never really got started. 17 off 14 before he was bowled by Kumar. Manoj Yadav, 26 off 13, was looking great. The big innings there, Kuldeep Devatwal, 53 off 27 balls. That was the batting innings that made the score, the 166 score there for Jaipur Dolphins with bowling figures. Wicket each for Gaurav Kumar and Rajesh Sharma. Tight figures all round apart from Manish Sarawat, who went for over 10 and over. Got a bit of tap from Kuldeep on his way to scoring the 50. And then at the end of the batting innings, Ashish Ashishna with a 36 off 23 balls. So 166 for 4, the Jaipur Dolphins. 167 the target. We felt that 170 was the minimum they should be aiming for. They've almost got there, Bjorn. We've got a cracking second half of this final coming up as Delhi Lions try to chase in dewy conditions here. 10 o'clock at night in Delhi. All to play for here.
Certainly is. Rob, it's all to play for. This is the finals, the last man stands, India Super Series. First innings is gone. Jaipur Dolphins ended up on 166 for 4 after their 20. I think they'll be happy with that. They'll feel like they can defend it if they bowl well, but it's not going to be easy.
Definitely won't be easy bowling in these conditions with a dewy ball. We can see how much Gaurav Kumar was trying to dry off the ball there to keep the grip on it. It's going to get only more difficult as the night wears on.
That's another factor that they're going to be in there. We're going to cut across to Mr. Ross Kaywood in a moment, but the dew's certainly going to be a factor in the second innings. We saw how the ball slowed up in the outfield there, Rob. It's in their favour. So we're going to cut across now to Ross Kaywood and team owner of Katiwada. We're going to cut to them in a moment. They're not quite ready for us.
Thanks, guys. I have Diggy with me from the Katiwada Kings. Can you tell us a bit about your experience this week as a team owner?
Oh, look, mate, it's been absolutely fascinating weekend, right? I mean, I came in for the quarterfinals to support the team. I promised them if they make the quarterfinals, I'd be here. They made the semis. They beat Mohali, which was a pretty tough side to beat, and it's been absolutely incredible. The boys have been stoked. A lot of them have never left the region of Madhya Pradesh or our district before. For them to get an opportunity to play on a big stage live television with all the stats racking up. They're all looking at their stats. They're all looking at their rankings. To be a part of that ecosystem means a lot for young players, especially when they want to make a mark. They go through academies. They go through, a lot of them play for the Madhya Pradesh Cricket Association, different leagues and things like that. And this is just like a very unique platform for them to kind of showcase their talent. And it's a unique format in the sense that there's no respite. You can't hide. You've got to bowl well. You've got to field well. You've got to bat. And everyone gets a chance, right? So it's been absolutely exhilarating weekend with extremely tough cricket. And that's how it should be. And it's just been no holds bar, playing against some phenomenal players, especially towards the business end of the tournament. You really have to hear it from the boys what it means to them, because they're here with their hearts pumping and they're just waiting for the next one to happen.
Well, Diggy, it's been fantastic having you guys here, and thanks for your involvement. And we hope to see you back next year.
Thank you to LMS. This has just been off the rocket. Thanks very much, man. Cheers.
Thanks, Diggy. Next up with me, Niha from Vasai. Can you tell me a bit about your LMS journey?
Okay, so my journey started 10 years ago. When I was in USA, I was doing my masters, and as an Indian, I love to play cricket. And in USA, there was no cricket at all. I thought, once I go over there, where would I play? So I saw a social media post about LMS, and I just signed up for that. And the next day, I got a call, and I started playing over there. And I was happy to play cricket in USA. So once I came back over here, and I thought this is a nice platform for the local players to play over here, and I just started LMS over here in Vasai Virar in my region.
Well, it's been awesome having you here. Thanks very much, and hope to see you back next year.
Thank you.
Next, I have with me Ajit from the Mumbai Superstars. Team owner, you enjoyed the week? Enjoyed the experience?
I think this is a fantastic event, and where a lot of grassroots talent get an opportunity to play with the international talent also. And it is an amazing platform, 8-a-side, 100 balls, the adrenaline rush is there. There is a lot of up and downs in the match. You really enjoy the match, the atmosphere, the ambience, and the crowd cheering, and the kind of the live coverage we have gotten. This is amazing, and it really gives an excitement platform the young talent to play at this level among best in the business, and they can showcase their performance, and then really can excel and can really be picked by any of the team owners in the future also. So I think this is a win-win case for players, organizers, team owners. Everybody is being benefited by this system, and LMS I think is doing wonderful job.
Well, it's been fantastic having you involved, and lucky today in the semi-final, and we'll see you next year.
Yeah, thank you. We'll come back and we'll definitely win one day the championship. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Next up with me, Ronnie, the Jaipur Dolphins team owner. Ronnie, can you just tell me, obviously you're halfway through a final, you're pretty excited. Can you tell me a bit about your week?
It's been a great week so far. I joined late though, but so far whatever the team achieved and the tournament went through, I'm very happy about it. It's Super Series is a nice way to go to meet all the people from every nation, and I've experienced in Bangladesh, Sydney, Brisbane, New Zealand, and now in India. So it's been great for me.
Well, good luck. Wish you all the best in the final.
Thank you.
Last with me, I have Susanta Ghosh from the Kolkata Yankee Royals. Can you tell me a bit about your week as a team owner?
Yeah, hi Ross. Thank you for calling me. As a team owner right now, I can say that I'm representing Kolkata Yankee Royals. So actually, for LMS, for me, this is my 10th international tour for LMS. So really, I like it. Even for my home team, so we travel a lot, and this is short format. This is a quick game. I can say this is the few years into this series it will go big. It's coming big, but definitely from my end, India Super Series so far as of now I played last 10 years is the best one right now, and hopefully I'm bringing next time also I'm bringing it my side. This year is very good for me. We win the round 16. Unfortunately, we lost the game. And again, this is I travel a lot for this tournament. And thank you for this, Ross and Simon and Wen. This is the short format game, and everybody can play this game.
So Santa, it's been great to see you again, and we'll hope to see you back next year.
Yeah, thank you.
That's it from us. Back to you guys in the studio.
It was really great to see Gosh and Ronnie and Ajit and Diggy all speaking about their experiences. Neil talking about his leagues in Versailles and how he got involved. So that was a nice little interlude while we wait for the players to come out. This is set for a great second half to this innings. Jaipur Dolphins put in 166 on the board. I would say that's about par. So it's anyone's game. The Delhi Lions, this is going to be the first time in this tournament they're going to be under pressure. They haven't had to do too much with the bat in a pressure situation. They bowled out teams for some low scores. Don't think many teams have actually scored above 100 against their attack, and the Jaipur Dolphins have posted 166. So it's going to be interesting to see how they react to this pressure. Under lights, a big audience online watching. People from all over the world. We've got some viewers tuning in from Australia, South Africa, England. It's a great atmosphere out here. We've got the drummers, we've got the DJ. As you see, some of the teams that have been knocked out still here to support. We're at the ballpark sports ground. As you see, one of the coaches from the London team, he's had a great party out here. He loves the drums. He needs to work on his rhythm, but that's Tim Rogers from Southampton. Just watch him dance. I won't say much yet. He's providing the mid-innings entertainment. We haven't had to pay a cent for him to be here. Tom was earlier asking for Sweet Carolina to be played. But back to the action. The players are starting to come out. We are excited to have Madan Lal, who was part of the 1983 Indian World Cup winning team. He's going to be joining us in the commentary box shortly. Good evening, Madan. It's great to have you with us again tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And Madan, you've been watching a bit of the first innings here. I know you're still learning the format, but what's your thoughts on the state of the player?
Well, Jodhpur they have scored 166 for 4, and that's not 20 overs. I think, it depends upon how you bowl, and the wicket looks very good. But if you bowl within the stump, you might have a chance. Otherwise, there is a lot of gap on the grounds where you can score runs, So it's going to be interesting. It's not going to be easy when you chase, and it's a final game.
Pressure.
So it's always there is going to be pressure for the batsman, If one or two wickets gone, then they might struggle,
So if I told you that 166 is a par score, would you rather be the batting team or the bowling team?
166. I think I always believe when you have a pressure games, you score runs on an empty scoreboard, and then let the other team chase you, and every wickets, the same score looks bigger.
Yes.
If you get 2-3 wickets, the score
Especially in the final.
Huh?
Especially in the final.
Especially in the final, yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we won the World Cup,
Yeah.
we decided night before, whatever happens, we're going to bat first, because against the West Indians, like they had a 4-5 fast bowler, Richard and Michael Holding, Andy Robert, Joe Garland. So we decided, look, this is it. And luckily, I tell you that we lost the toss. And the West Indies put us in.
They put you in. So you got what you wanted.
That's what we wanted, actually.
Yeah. I was only 6 years old at the time, so I can't say I watched that game, but I've been able to watch the documentary, 83.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something good happened for our country,
Yeah.
And you can see that how much the interest has generated in the country.
Yeah, well, we've witnessed, this is only grassroots and it's a level below pro, but there's so many good cricketers out here in India.
Yeah. Grassroots level is, I think they're quite, the youngster is coming,
So the opening bowler for the Dolphins is Anja, and he starts with a wide. It's just a bit of debate of whether that hit the helmet or not. I'm not sure what the hold-up was, but not a good start. Unless I don't think he signalled wide there. That is one of the first ball.
They're taken in 1 run. The batsman just placed the ball.
So
And point reason.
I was a bit confused. I wasn't sure if the umpire had given a bit. We got clarification. He did call the wide. So the first ball was a wide. Second one pushed out to the cover for 1. Done in LMS cricket, the first wide's like normal cricket, and then the second one's 3 runs. So he's under pressure now. He doesn't want to bowl. He doesn't want to give an easy 3, especially in the first over. So he needs to bowl tight lines here, does Anja.
They have a right and left hand combination. One is Dhruv Singh Parwal and Shivam Sharma.
So Shivam Sharma has been outstanding in this tournament. Madan, he scored a 50 in nearly every game.
I think he's having a look at the bowler, first. Couple of balls. Then I think they might start hitting, because it's a 20-over game.
Yeah.
So they can still, because there's a lot of gaps, as I said. But how intelligent do you bat, It's all about reading the game, how you're going to play the game,
And he did right. And what Shivam Sharma tends to do, he just plays proper cricket shots. He backs his talent, and in any form of the game, as you know, technique's still important. You don't want to try and overhit the ball. I just think it's a case of knowing when to put the pedal down, but he normally plays himself in.
Yeah. No, you have to play proper cricket. Your skill has to be good, because then you know where you can hit. Even the straight ball you can hit in extra cover or mid-off or mid-down,
That wasn't short enough to pull that one. I don't think that was a bit too full for that shot, Madan.
Yeah, definitely. I think the ball was a little bit short, but it was really up. Playing these sort of shots, especially on these wickets, you have to be very careful. Make sure that it's a really short ball.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So, Madan, you're also following the Australia-India game earlier.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the interesting game. Australia won the game.
Australia won the game. Okay.
Yeah, good game they have won. One, 278 nowadays. You chase it.
Yeah.
Because the Madras wicket is always a very good wicket. There is a bit of bounce, but Australia won the series also. And Australian is always tough nuts. Like they never give up. That's the nature of their cricket is.
Yeah. We had 2 Australian teams in this tournament. Unfortunately, they didn't get out of their groups, but they came here and had a great time, and they've learnt new conditions, and they've made a lot of good friends, but I know that both of them, the Sydney team and the Brisbane team, want to come back here with a stronger team next year.
That's on the left side and wide ball.
So I think even the bowlers might be a bit nervous because I watched them in the group stages and they didn't bowl too many wides, but now final is with big viewing numbers online at the moment, and
you don't have to get a bit of. I know there is always going to be pressure, but the thing is, you go for a wicket. Don't run will never stop. If you try the batsman get the batsman out, you have a chance.
Exactly, because as wickets keep falling, you don't feel as free.
Yeah.
You feel like you have to play within yourself. But Shivan Sharma's a big wicket here. They need his wicket. He's scored 50 off about 25 balls in the semi-final. He needs to strike.
Manoj Yadav is bowling.
Yeah, he's been one of the standout bowlers for the Jaipur Dolphins during this tournament, but he hasn't started too well yet. That's better area there.
A little bit of movement of the wicket and the ball just went out.
So 157 required of 93 balls. A good sharp work by the keeper. I think that just came off the thigh pad there.
Yeah, that came off the thigh pad.
And Madan, do you think just using your feet coming down the wicket's a good option to the seamers?
That's a dot ball.
Yeah. So, Madan, I'm just saying, do you think coming down the wicket to the seamers is a good option?
Yeah, like you have to, if you want to hit through the line, then you have a chance of scoring runs.
So that's 2 overs gone. The scores are 11. Madan, we've got a few younger viewers watching from all over the world that might not be too familiar with the 83 World Cup. And maybe just while we're talking about this game, we can also just talk a little bit about the 83 World Cup, and maybe you can just share some of the experiences you had.
Well, we won the World Cup against all the odds. There's only one big lesson you can learn from 83 when we won the World Cup, that is never ever give up. Sports is all about trying harder and harder, and never be scared of competition. That's why you play the sports, because you enjoy it, and at the same time you learn how to compete.
Yeah, that's great advice. As you say, in any sport, that's important. A lot of the time, mindset over talent always wins.
$12 for no loss and 2.1 over. I think what the bowler is trying to do. He's bowling a little bit slower, so it's becoming very difficult to hit.
He's mixing up his pace a bit, isn't he? Yeah, another cutter. Oh, that's an expensive one. So that's going to be 5 wide. So that you don't want to be giving easy runs away to the batsman. There's only 100 balls in this format, so always keep an eye on the required balls. 150, required of 89. When you look at it that way, it can feel quite daunting for the batting team, but it's less than 2 a ball. And with the gaps, it's only once it gets above 2 a ball that you feel the pressure, but as long as it stays below 2 a ball, you're always in the game. I've got to run the first one hard here. That's only one, so a victory on that occasion to the bowler.
Only one run I have taken, because the ball went straight to the fielder. In this sort of cricket, you have to see how many runs you score in 6 over. Then you have to divide the overs. Your target should be, That's a
great
good shot.
So what, if you were part of the Delhi Lions brain trust here, what would you think's a good score after 6 overs? What would you looking to do if you're trying to break down this run trace?
Well, they should, just play the normal cricket and make sure that you get the, like 160. How many they score? 166.
Yeah.
167 to win. When you are talking about 20 over and 7 runs over, 8 runs and over, that's not a big target. And they've taken 4 runs and through the slips.
Especially when you got wickets in hand in those last 5 or 6 overs. It was a bit lucky runs here. Not where he intended to hit it. We are in the power play overs, Madan, which basically means you're allowed to set a 4-2 field. The rest of the game, so you have to have 3-3.
Okay.
The last 2. So if you wanted, you do see some teams every now and then maybe taking their final leg out and getting him to slip and then bowling one side of the wicket.
Okay.
So maybe if they'd tried that, they might have had a wicket, but it's a brave move putting in a slip in when you've only got 8 fielders or only 6 fielders.
You can only set the fielder how the bowler wants to bowl it,
Yeah.
In which areas he wants the fielder to be there. Like if you bowl within the stumps, especially on this wicket, you have to block this pull shot, then you have to block straight to mid-on, That's the area which you have to block it. Because it's very difficult to be cut the ball,
Yeah. So I quite like sometimes if you've got good bowlers, you can bowl to a set plan, sometimes to go to a 4-2 field, and you can bowl just outside the off stump and then take the onside out of the equation. But you've got to be able to execute if you're going to do that.
Yeah, it depends upon the bowler if they want to have one side pack,
Push in hard. It should get 2. So it's evenly poised here. 24 after 3 overs. Run rate required 8, and they bang on target here.
They are on the target at the moment.
It's always good to have a left-hand, right-hand combination. I think that's upset the opening bowlers here for the Jaipur, just having to adjust their line all the time.
There is a dew factor also. The ball is getting a bit, soggy. You can say wet a little bit. It's easier for the batter, to hit the ball, because the ball can skid through.
And Dan, you picked up, was it 3 wickets in the World Cup final?
Yeah.
And did you prefer bowling to left-handers or right-handers, or didn't really bother you too much?
Well, I enjoy bowling anybody who gets who gave me the wicket. But the thing is, as a right-hand bowler, I used to have a very good outswinger going. So I used to bowl quite a lot of outswinger, and then bring the ball in, and I got the top 3 wickets, Desmond Hayne, Richard and Larry Gomes, So.
Yeah, no, I've watched that on the 83, and I've read all about it. So it's an honour for me to be sitting in the commentary box with you. And if this format here, would you be looking to try and swing the ball away or in, or would you just be looking to bowl wicket to wicket?
Oh, I think I will. This cricket, I will, even if I want to bring the ball in, I will still bring the ball within the stumps.
That's a beautiful shot. Just places it between the gap at mid-off and extra cover. And Singh Powell's going well here, 21 of 10, and he hasn't played a shot in anger.
The Delhi Lions require 135 runs of 80 balls.
So you're saying you'd look to just bowl wicket to wicket? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, we could, like the stumps. If you want to move the ball, you can move from the outside of stumps.
Okay.
Because you have to take all the chances to get the batsman out. If I'm bringing the ball in, then I have to bring it off from the offside. Because if we go for a cross it, I can still get the LPW.
So what are you saying that you think an in swinger is generally more effective in this format?
because of ball coming, it's very difficult to hit the incoming.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I
because outswinger, it can come into play.
You can free your arms.
Free arms. But because there is no slip.
Yeah.
Only the wicket keeper is who can catch the ball.
So it's the end of the power play overs. So 4 overs are gone. So they have to have 3 on either side. So now it doesn't really matter. Now you don't really want to be, definitely don't want to be given room because you don't have the option of a fourth fielder on the offside. The new bowler is Ahmed, and he starts well. I think that's exactly where you want to be as a bowler.
I think they are chasing 8 runs an over. I think if you have a couple of over between 5 or 6, then you can put a pressure.
Yeah.
Let the build up that run rate.
At the moment, they're not having to take too many risks, are they? They've had a few wides, but they've just played good cricket in shots. And Madan, maybe you can also tell us a bit about your cricket academy out here.
Well, we have one of the best cricket academy one in Delhi, one we have it in Uttarakhand, where we have 2 cricket grounds, and we have built up the stadiums also, and about 10 practice cricket. We have indoor facilities, and other thing which we are very very good in education also. Because we want all the that talented players, they should go through the education also. Because I believe in India, the ball is gone through the cover and they taken 1 run. So if you don't make it, at least you are well educated. So, but at the moment we are tied up with the Delhi Capital. Recently we 2-3 months back. And they're going to practice there, and all the talented players are going to come for trials, and they might pick the player from there.
So there were 2 players from your academy, because you work with your son Kunal, is that right?
Yes, yeah. He looks after Uttarakhand. He manages the whole thing, but and I go in a month, 2-3 days, just check up everything is going all right, and the boys on the right track, and the other thing which we do, bring them into Delhi and give them exposure as a match practice.
That must be rewarding to see. It must be rewarding to see them progress. The batsman thinks it should be a wide. The umpire thinks it's just inside the line, wide line. We might need to see a replay of that just to see. The umpire's decision's always right, but let's have a look at this. What do you think at home, folks?
They put a bit of shoulder in it.
Yeah, that was on the borderline. I think he, on another day, might have called that a wide, but he's made his decision, and that's a good over. Only 4 from it. That's what you're saying, Madan. Just 1 or 2 tight overs and it can tighten up again.
They need a couple of overs like this.
So new bowler is Said Ali.
That's a good shot.
Now, I like what you were saying about your academy. It's not just about the cricket, it's you're giving them a backup plan in case they don't make it as a cricketer.
Yeah. And we a lot of things we teach, like temperament, how to apply good ball on the spot, and they taken 1 runs.
Oh, it's good running between the wickets.
Yeah.
That's smart batting by Shivan Sharma. You can see why he's scored a 50 in nearly every innings, because he just takes a lot of the risk out of the game and he still scores freely. And the big factor of this game amongst the good teams is the running between the wickets, Madan.
Yeah, definitely. They can, if they run like this, why the Virat Kohli and other Steve Smith, they're great players.
Yeah.
Because they take a lot of 1 and 2s. You can't hit every ball at 4 runs or 6. So if you learn how to.
Well, this could be a catch. Fielder come. Oh no, that could be an expensive. Shiv Sharma, the big wicket. Just as we're saying, he didn't need to do it on the come. He goes for the big shot, and the fielder made a hash of it, and that could be expensive at the end of the night.
Yeah, he should have taken that catch, you know.
Do you think he might try and say, got caught in the floodlights? Trying to find an excuse.
Not
for
really.
him?
I think the ball went a bit high, you know. He got a little bit of time to think about it.
Yeah.
Shot.
Straight to the fielder. So the timeline, if you look at it, there was only 1-4 in the last 10 deliveries. So you just feel it's getting a bit tight here for the Delhi Lions. It's always a good way to see how the game's going. So you watch this drop catch. He didn't really get in a good position at all to catch that one.
That's a replay of drop catch.
Yeah. So this is evenly poised here. This is going to go down to the wire, it looks like. The left-handed Powell gone 25 from 14. Shiv Sharma 15 from 19. That's unlike him, and I think that's maybe why he's gone for that big heave on the leg side. He's not as fluent as he's been in the previous games, but I still don't think he needs to do anything silly. I don't think they're that far off the rate here, Madan.
They're doing quite 6 over, you know, like 41 runs. You know, they have a wicket in hands, so they can always throw the bat. Shivam Sharma is batting 15, and Dhruv Singh batting 25. So both of them is, I think, set players now. A lot of singles, you know, they're taken.
Yeah, it's just dried up. They got a lot of boundaries in those first 4 overs, but it's just suddenly dried up, and it's going to. You feel like something's going to give you. I think Shiv Sharma, you feeling a bit 15 from 19. He's got to go a bit, yeah. You can see he's looking over his left shoulder. He's looking for the gaps. He needs to find one.
There's a lot of places where he can hit the ball.
His timing's not quite there today.
He's trying, but the ball is going to the fielder hand all the time.
It's amazing how that works, though, man. In the semi-final, he scored 50 of 25 balls. He's now got 16 of 20, and the bowling attack was actually very good in the semi-finals. Just strange how sometimes the game's going for you, and other times you just can't find the middle.
Slow one. Actually, that's the ball very difficult to hit, you know, because of, you know, right up there.
It's like a wide Yorker.
A wide Yorker, yeah.
And the umpire's right. That's inside the line. The umpire's got that right there, Madan.
Yeah.
I think that's sliding down leg. The umpire signals sliding down leg, and I think he's right. You have to have a look at the replay at that. Madan, I'm going to ask you to make the decision yet. There's no third umpire, but if you're
I think the ball was going down the leg side, you know. Yeah, it's going to the leg side. You know.
A good appeal, though, but didn't have much going for it.
Yeah. Good decision given by the umpire.
We don't have the DRS. Early on, you and I were watching the DRS of India and Australia. We don't quite have that technology just yet. And that's out. This time he is out.
This time he's put his finger up.
And Delhi Lions are under pressure for the first time in this tournament. Madan, they've pretty much coasted through in every game. They've got to the final, and they finally met their match here.
This is a dangerous shot to play in, especially on this wicket.
I think it's 16 of 20s was resulted in.
Yeah, inside.
Dan, are you happy with that decision?
I think a touch and go. You know, I think we need a.
We need to see those 3 red lines there.
I think the first one is not given, so he thought, why you played the same shot again?
So the new batsman is Faisal Ahmed. They bat all the way down the Delhi side. All 8 players.
Faisal Ahmed.
Yeah.
Faisal Ahmed has come to bat.
So, correction there. The new batsman, Rajesh Sharma. So, Rajesh also scored a 50.
No, Rajesh Sharma.
Yeah, Rajesh Sharma, the new
Not
batsman.
Faisal.
Yeah. So, Rajesh Sharma, the new batsman. Just a technical glitch there. Apologise to our viewers.
Seven overs is gone and 44 for 1.
So, they are behind the rate now. They haven't had a boundary in quite a few overs now. And they need to find one. Who would you say is ahead at this stage in this game? What's your feeling? Yeah. You just watch the slight interruption in play, but we're about to get underway again.
Slow one.
So, Madan, do you think the Delhi Lions are behind the game? Do you think they're ahead of the game here?
Not at the moment, but like 7 over gone and 45 runs. It depends how the rest of the batsmen they bat, But they need a couple of good overs, so make sure they are ahead, than the run rate, because what happened in the last few overs, the pressure gets on to them, a lot of pressure. I think bowlers are bowling quite well, Manoj, he's slowing down the pace. The batsman getting a bit difficult to hit.
You did say that runs on the board always can build pressure.
Yeah.
They just can't seem to get it away, but they'll take 2. If you're not able to hit boundary, at least you can pick up the 1s and 2s. Just keep taking the game as deep as possible. Just takes one big over, 15 or 20, and then you back on track.
1 or 2 overs they need it,
So Madan, am I correct in saying you also captained Delhi to 2 Ranji trophies?
Yeah, that's right. I was the captain for 4 years for Delhi. I played for about 18-20 season for Delhi. We won the Ranji Trophy for twice, and other trophies also, like the Leap trophies or one-day trophies,
And you only played for one state, no other.
Huh?
You only played for Delhi, or did you play?
No, I played 2 years for Punjab.
Oh, Punjab as well.
Yeah, I started playing for Punjab, then I shifted. But I'm graduated from university cricket, and or inter-university, all this. We used to have it university cricket also, like 3-day games, 4-day games. So I a lot of cricket I played before I came to Delhi playing the first class cricket.
And you were born and raised in Delhi?
No, I was not born in Delhi. I was born in Amritsar.
So where's that? Sir?
That is up north,
Okay.
Very near to Pakistan
Okay.
border.
Okay. And then
the border is Pakistan border is only about 30-50 kilometers.
Oh, okay.
But like our coaches are all these people, when there was no conflict between Pakistan and India, they used to go to Lahore and play the game and come back in the evening. The same thing, the Lahore teams used to come to Amritsar and they play the game and used to go back. And that's why the standard of cricket was very high in Amritsar. You must have heard of the great Vishen Singh Bedi.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
he's a spinner. Spinner.
Yeah, spinner.
Yeah.
He's from Amritsar. And there was a few other great players that Amritsar has produced.
It's familiar. So it's part of the state of Punjab, right? Amritsar. It's part of
Part of Punjab.
So 8.2 overs gone, 50 for 1. No boundaries for at least 4 or 5 overs. And still no boundaries. But done.
They must have planned something, like, how many runs they're going to score in 10 overs. I think they have to score more than 65, 70 runs.
Yeah.
At the moment, they're not taking any big risk, They're playing with a single and doubles. So, that's their plan at the moment. That's a good ball.
That's very well bowled. Just
last moment, he just slowed the arm,
Yeah, no, they're bowling smartly here.
Yeah, smartly.
So we get close to the turn after 10 overs, Madan. We swap ends as opposed to every over.
Oh, okay.
So you bowl 10 overs from one end and then 10 overs from the other end.
Okay.
So it stops all the field change and we try and get the quick game. So it also brings tactics, but sometimes there's wind and there's different boundary sizes. So again, they just can't.
Straight gone to the hand of the fielder.
Yeah, just everything they hit is going straight to the fielder, but they're still well in this game. I think after 10 overs, if they've got 65 for 70 with wickets in hand, they can score 90 odd in the back 10.
$54 for 1 in 9 overs.
So one more over to go until we swap for the 10. There's been 20 teams that have been involved in this tournament. There's 5 groups of 4. And the top 2 from each group went through to the knockout stages. It's gone straight up, and there's the batch meter boundary, Madan. I almost spoke too early.
That's a good shot. That's a really landed in outside the ground and a 6 runs. The first 6 of the innings. Good shot. Straight hit.
The fielder almost grabbed that, but that was much needed for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So for the Lions. Can he go again? Can he back that up with another one?
Say gone in the hand of the fielder again.
But he's got the boundary in there over early, which always helps. When you get an early boundary, it allows you then to control the over as the batting team. So if they can pick up a few ones and doubles, these next 3 deliveries, they can turn this into a good over.
Oh, that's another good shot. 6 runs. That is the only place you can hit, straight shot. That's a good shot.
I like that option. They're coming down the wicket, looking to hit
Rajesh
straight.
Sharma played a ball shot.
So Madan, in your day, did you opt for the bouncer option? Did you have a good bouncer on you? Good bouncer, bumper?
Yeah. Good bouncer, but I got a lot of bouncer myself when I was batting.
Would you be looking to do that in this situation? Do you think the odd bouncer has effective delivery, or do you think it's best just to keep it full in this? It's pushed out to good run in between the wicket. So we've seen quite a few 6s being hit straight down the ground to this. This is quite a small straight boundary. Do you think it's worth throwing in the odd bumper as a bowler, the short one every now and
they
then?
can short because the short pitch ball, it has to come here, that is a blind spot of your body, If you hit there, then you have a chance of getting a batsman out, because it depends, like slow wicket, some of the it's very difficult in a slow wicket to hook the ball, you can only pull it. Good shot in the extra cover.
It's good fielding.
Now Delhi line is catching up. 70 runs in 10 over.
That's sort of what you're saying. That you sort of feel comfortable. So we look at the bracket here. 10 teams made it through to the last to the knockout stages. The Faridabad Phantoms did well. They lost to Road Panthers, and then the Road Panthers met the Jaipur Dolphins, and the Jaipur Dolphins overcame the Superstars in the semi-final, and they qualified for this final against the Delhi Lions. On the other side of the draw, the Orlando Scorpion Titans, they beat the Kolkata Yankee Royals, and then Delhi Lions overcame the Orlando Scorpion Titans, and then in the semi-final earlier this evening, Delhi Lions defeated the Katiwada Cat Kings. The Katiwada Cat Kings can be proud of their efforts. They played in a thriller of a match against the Mohali Knights in the quarter-final. Madan, it's been great to have you in the commentary box.
Nice, thank you.
And I'll see you later for the presentation.
Yeah.
So massive thank you to Madan Lal and Wayne Grieve for their stint in commentary there. Back into the box, haven't been in for most of the day, but going to be a fantastic final here. Really excited to see the finish. So right in the balance for me, the Delhi Lions probably pushing slightly ahead here, but Jaipur Dolphins just takes a couple of wickets and it'll be right back in the balance. I'm joined in commentary now by Mr. Bjorn Briggs. So welcome, B.
Thank you, Si. Looks like we're in for an exciting finish to this match. Score 70 for 1. 97 off the next 50 balls. It really is anybody's game, Simon.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very, very tight finish. Looking forward to this one. Say Jaipur slightly ahead with in terms of the run rate and the position, but Delhi have got some powerful batsmen here and they're looking good. Oh, edge first up. Don't think it's going to land safely. So nice start there from Pianchu Gautam. I was very interested in the selection that Vivek Tiwari from the Jaipur Dolphins doesn't seem to be playing in this match.
Both have got very strong squads. It's always tough for selectors.
Dhruv Singh Pawar's looked phenomenal here, hasn't he, Bjorn? The left-hander. It's nice to see a stylish lefty.
In good form to watch this delivery.
This is high out towards long on. And it's 6 runs. Oh, has he pulled that back?
Definitely need to have a look at that replay. If he stops the boundary there, he's done phenomenal work. It's gone high.
Oh, he did as well. Slapped. Oh, put it down, but slapped it back inside the rope. So superb work there from the fielder. Saved a certain boundary and end up being a dot ball.
A lot of work for the fielder to do there. Extra cover.
Oof, not the best throw, but bowler's done well there to control it.
He's done very well to stop the ball going for overthrows.
So Delhi Lions are just starting to motor here, Bjorn. Look at the last 10 balls. The 2 6s in it, along with a couple of 2s and just a 1 dot ball. It'll be very interesting once Dhruv Singh either retires or hopefully not for his sake, but dismissed in the next before he gets to his 50. Nicely punched out to the covers there by Rajesh. He's been a class act this whole tournament so far with bat and ball, and there's an overall leader, I think.
Thank you to Diggy for the tee. It's much needed. Rajesh Sharma, he has such a good semi-final. Can he do it again for the Delhi Lions? Scored 70 odd or 40 deliveries, I think, Simon.
Oh, fantastic knock. Catapulted his side into the final. Plays with such a nice straight bat, doesn't he? That connection, his elbow is very high there as well.
Classy cricket player. This is such a turn up for the books for the Delhi Lions. They've been running through all opposition, and they get to the final, and suddenly we've got a game on our hands here. Jaipur Dolphins really playing elite cricket here. These two teams are cut above the rest, and really good cricket. 92 or 45 balls. Required run rate 10 and over. Current run rate is 6.82.
Yeah, the first innings just superb knock there by Kuldeep Devetval. Batted phenomenally. And Ashish Anja 37 off 24 as well. Syed Ali 20 off 15. So great contributions towards the lower end of the innings. Faisal Ahmed back into the attack. He's the quickest of the seamers for Jaipur Dolphins. So he'll be looking at, normally looks to hit a hard length. Ball just outside off stump. So interesting to see if he sticks to that tactic here. Got the third man, and then man just pine square at the point.
Charging in, it's a bit too full. But I prefer a low full toss than something too short or half volley. It's just the one.
So, feeling nervous myself here, Bjorn. It's going to be a very tight finish, I feel. Very cagey. But if Jaipur Dolphins can pick up a wicket the next 1 or 2 overs, I feel like they're going to be swing back into the box seat. Especially if it's Dhruv Singh Parwal before he gets to his 50.
It's just a single there. A good little spell here for Dolphins. The singles, last 3 balls.
It's clipped away to the square leg, but just another single there. So nice work this by Faisal Ahmed.
4 singles in a row now.
Wicketkeeper didn't help him there, just lobbing the ball past him while he wasn't looking.
Always got to be aware, Simon. The keeper's never wrong.
Shoo.
2 balls to come in the over. Dhruv on strike. He's on 40 from 26. He's at 3 4s and 1 6. He's striking at 153. Can he have another boundary here? Oh, what a delivery. Great keeping there. That's just, looks like it swung late after it passed the bat there.
It's quick from Faisal Ahmed as well. He's definitely the sharpest of the seamers for the Dolphins. Got a big, strong man. He's got a very slingy action. Oh, that's a great shot there. Beats the fielder. What a shot that is from Dhruv Singh. Full. Just misses length and hit hard and straight. One bounce and over the rope. Nothing long off could do that.
Just a half volley though. It's not even a half volley, but he's just waited for it nicely and played through the line. There's 2 full though.
Yeah, disappointed there. Faisal Ahmed, not the best finish to the over. It's not what he would have wanted.
Our score is 82 for 1 after 12.
So Priyanshu back in, the left arm spinner.
He bowled really well in the semi-final.
Big gap towards the cow corner area. Just getting the offside field right.
Delhi Lions will be used to facing left-arm spinners in the nets. It's good running by the Delhi Lions. Oof. 2 there.
So 13 off the last 10, Bjorn. So just pulled it back a little, Jaipur. Only one boundary. They'll be looking at 1 or 2 more tight overs here. Want to get that required run rate up above 12, I feel. Just 10.5 at the moment. That's doable with only 1 wicket down.
It's great fielding in the deep there. He's run 20 meters in there to stop the batsman turning for a second. Those little moments, those little inches help your team get closer to lifting the trophy.
Great to see all the international teams still in here watching, Bjorn, and seeing quite a few of the local teams flooding in for this final.
Just tossed it up there.
It's going to fall safe though. Third man keeps it to 1. Outside edge.
It's definitely a little bit more in it for the spinners when they toss it up today. A bit more bounce.
Bit of grip as well. Saw one from Harry Cloran in the second semi. Bounced and turned sharply past the outside edge. I think the Delhi Lions spinners haven't actually looked to turn it that much though.
Just push that through. It's a stock ball.
That's cool, quick air for a left arm spinner.
It's an easy 2 into the covers. It's good cricket from Delhi Lions, but there's still a lot of work for them to do. 79 from 36 balls. 1 ball left in this over.
So 79 off 36. You feel it's like it's getting to that stage where Delhi need to press the accelerator. This one's out. Could be another 2. Set off quickly. Sharma says no though. So I had a bit of intel earlier that Rajesh Sharma, he's actually scored higher than Virat Kohli on the yo-yo test, apparently 23, which I haven't done the yo-yo in a long time, but I think that's a very, very fit man. So look to see him scurry through the wickets here.
It's hard to believe, but
that's your PB on the yo-yo.
Simon, I'm going to have to be honest, I don't know what the yo-yo is.
I think it's like the old school beep test, but
okay.
Not sure. It might be a new version of the beep test. I always didn't enjoy the beep test at all.
So regardless, he's a fit man. Sets a high standard for himself and for his team. 89 for 1 after 13. A lot of cricket left for both teams to do here. Still, I feel it's still evenly poised. Scoreboard pressure in favour of the Dolphins though. He comes down the track there.
So under edge there. Well done by the wicket keeper. Good to see wicket keepers doing some good things.
You make it sound like they never do, Simon.
Nice change of pace there, but into the gap, and it'll probably be 2 again. Yep, they'll turn. Should get home comfortably.
Good cricket there from the Lions.
Fortunate, Bjorn, I've just heard in my ear that Madan Lal's going to be coming back into the commentary box in a couple overs, so we're very privileged to have him involved in this event today. The finals, the LMS India Super Series. World Cup winning captain. Sure he'd have a bit of advice for both skippers out there, as that's untidy there. But well done. Well recovered by the keeper. It's a wide and just costing the one in the end. That off cutter just slipping out of Ashish Anjana's fingers there.
Dhruv edging closer to his 50. 45 from 29. Cuts away for 4.
Ooh.
Fielder's made a great effort there. Just too much on that ball. That's 49 for Dhruv. Watch this again. It's a lovely front foot cut. Good effort by the fielder, but too quick for him in the end.
Nicely bowled again. Ashish just looks like he just rolled his fingers that one again. Bjorn just mixing up his pace here, but good length, good execution. So the run rate just getting up here. It's almost up to 11 and over. 11.13 now. It's just ticked up over.
And more than 2 runs a ball, which is always difficult. But nothing that a one massive over can't solve. And consecutive boundaries to change things up here.
That's Dhruv Singh Parwal's 50 there. Beyond 50 off 31 deliveries. 5 4s and the 1-6, striking a 161. So fantastic knock from him. But this is where it gets interesting, because a new man to the crease, Rohan Rathi. How does he play this, Bjorn? Is he just going to go hard here, or what do you think?
Doesn't need to go hard straight away. He's got at least 5 or 6 balls to knock around for singles. He's got Rajesh Sharma batting with him, who's batting 90. So I think the key for him is to get bat on ball and get Rajesh on strike. Give him as much as he can. Look at that.
Could be out though. Fielder line is out.
Oh my gosh.
So big wicket here. The skipper Rajesh Sharma falls, caught it long on. Great catch in the end by the long on fielder. The Jaipur Dolphins, you got to feel it just tilts towards them now, Bjorn.
Definitely, Simon, and that was a crucial wicket. They needed Rajesh just to stick in around and build a little partnership. But it's not to be. He's gone. Now we've got 2 new men at the crease, and it's going to be very tricky for them. Definitely a big blow for the Delhi Lions.
Yeah, certainly. And Jaipur again, just bowling good lengths. Rajesh just first ball there. Don't know if he needed to hit it like that. Went high. Great work by our cameraman out there, tracking the ball beautifully. Quick catch, goes for the double play.
Hats off to Ashish there. I think he saw him coming down and he pushed it a bit wider. That's smart bowling.
Look at those last 10 there. It was just tightening up a little, so he felt scoreboard pressure. Thought he had to go. But 69 off 30 needed now. 11 and a half and over. They're only going at 7s at the moment.
I think they did need to go. Whether that was the exact ball they needed to go, but they do need to up it. There is pressure on them. Probably the wrong one to go after there. Wasn't quite to the ball.
I guess our option there. He just could have adjusted and tried to dab it down to third man through the slips. It was very wide. So anyway, live and die by the sword, as they say. Nice start there, but
looking for 2. This could be a run out. Easy 2. They made it easy. Great running.
So absolute rocket from the deep there. He burst the bowler's hands off. So this is Manish Serawat out to bat now. Joins Rohan Rathi. Rohan just hitting his first ball for a 2 there.
It's 100 up. 67 from 29.
So that 2, you notice that Bill, the run rate still going up there. Need more than 2 a ball here. So the run rate will climb again here off just a single. You need to deal at least 1 or 2 boundaries and over. Pianchu just needs to trust his skills here. Just hit his spot, push it across to lefty, I think. Get them to hit it out into the covers.
That's well bowled. Oh, it's a wide.
Ooh, tight. Tight decision, but good decision, I think, by the umpire.
That was a really quick delivery. Just tossed that one out.
Wow.
I thought that one was wider than the one before. That's how it goes.
One before was just too quick to see, I think, huh? So 2 balls left in this 15th over. Into the wicket. Big swing there by Sarawat. They're herring off. Throw's going to come in. Are they going to come back? No, sent back. So again, just a single. Run rate climbing again here. Pushing up towards 12 and over now. So Gautam just needs to close this over out here. Anything less than a boundary is a great result.
1 ball to come. It's 103 for 2.
Nicely bowled. It's just going to be a single, so great over here from Priyanshu Gautam. And Bjorn, I think that's our cue. We're going to be stepping out of the commentary box, and the A team of Madan Lal and Wayne Grieve are going to be stepping in.
After 15 overs, the score is 104 for 2. Delhi Lions require 63 runs for 25 balls. Current run rate 6.83, required rate 12.6.
But Dan, so the game's changed since we were last in the commentary box. It looks like things are getting a bit tighter for the Delhi Lions.
They are 100 for 2 and 15 over. 25 balls, 63 runs to get. That's interesting.
I think they need one big over here.
The only thing is they only lost 2 wickets.
Yeah.
Now they have to throw the bats, 5 over, 30 ball and
Yeah, so in last man stands, if you hit the last ball of the innings for 6, it's worth 12. So that so if they can take the game to the last over.
make it very interesting.
Yeah. Oh, that's huge!
That's a huge 6.
That's one of the biggest 6s of the tournament. We haven't seen those trees cleared the whole tournament. We've seen a few go through the trees, but that's gone straight over the top of those trees. That's enormous.
That's a good shot over the mid
It's
wicket.
over those trees. I think that's the first time during the tournament we've seen that.
I think then they have realized now they have to throw the bats.
That's not an easy shot to play going down on one leg and slog sweeping a pace bowler.
Now all the pressure is on the bowlers, and because they have to stop runs and get wickets at the same time.
I think they've had to call for the new ball there. That's a lost ball. I don't think that one's coming back, Madan.
Yeah, the harder the ball, the harder it goes out.
Yeah.
I think their shoulder is dropping,
So 57 from 24 deliveries. This is anyone's game. The final that everyone's been asking for. It's gone again.
And that's another one.
6 more.
That's another good shot on the mid wicket.
Not as big as the previous one, but the same result. Seems to be going deep in his crease here, Madan.
Yeah. That's a good shot on the mid wickets. Now you will see a lot of these shots, you know.
The pressure's on everyone here. The keeper's fumbled one. Good comeback from the bowler, Madan.
Yeah, I think he what he did is he has slowed the ball, you know. Because this wicket, you know, if you faster you bowl, the faster you go out. But you have to do the variations, you know, to get the batsman out.
And he certainly used the variation. They're just rolling his fingers under that previous one. The left-hander now on strike. He's only faced the 3 deliveries. It's in the gap. It should be 2 more. This is a good over here for the Lions. They needed a big over, and they found it in the 16th over.
Say 2 balls left.
This is the final of the first ever Indian Super Series. 20 teams. We're down to the final 2. Delhi Lions, Jaipur Dolphins. This is anyone's game.
One run in the deep point.
The score is 120 for 2.
So this is going to be an exciting finish here, Madan.
47 runs of 20.
Who are you backing from here? Do you think the batting team, the Delhi Lions, are going to get over the line, or?
Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm from Delhi. I want Delhi to win it.
That's a wise answer. You haven't committed just yet.
There's 4 over left. You know how many runs they have to score? 40, 46.
47 from 20.
Interesting.
Yeah. Just over 2 a ball, but when you've got the option of being hitting the last ball for 6, which was worth 12, as long as you're in the last over with needing 20 or less, you've got a good chance. And they've got the wickets in hand. So,
but you know, like I've not seen the bowler bowling Yorkers. You know, they should bowl a Yorker because it's very difficult to hit the Yorker. And you know, like offside off stump, you know, that Yorker ball, full length, and they try to bowl the full toss ball, which is right at the bottom of the bat. You know.
And what would your thought process be when you wanted to bowl the Yorker? Because a lot of these guys aren't professional cricketers, and they're obviously a bit nervous and trying to execute it. What did you used to focus on when you were trying to bowl a Yorker?
Yeah, Yorker, you know, like, you know, Yorker, the other thing is sometimes the Yorkers can be very easy ball to hit because you get the half volley type, because you're bowling up, up. But you have to be 100% correct, you know, bowling a Yorker. And you have to hit the stumps, you know, bottom of the stumps.
Is that with your head looking at you, looking at the bottom of the stumps when you're running in?
Yeah. See?
That's what you called for. That's what you called for.
I think he has to listen to me.
I think he's got an earpiece in there. He's listening to you, Madan.
No, I will only 2 ball. I will bowl either I bowl slower one or I bowl a lower full toss and a Yorker one. 3 balls I will use now.
But it's one thing saying, it's another thing executing, and he's executed well there.
Well, you know, like you have to try. You know, like you don't just give it away. Just, you know, we know what happened when the batsman is always looking for to hit you big shot. But if you bowl a Yorker, you might have a chance to stop the run. Because he's always there, right in the front.
We've got a game on our hands here. 46 from 19.
Pull.
He's playing superbly here.
That's a 4 runs on the point side.
So, Rohan Rati, 20 of 7 deliveries. He's just come to the crease. That's a great shot. Just guarded it with his left hand.
That's a good shot on the cover point.
I think he has gone for his Yorker there again, and he's just slightly overpitched it, but
it has to be on the stump. It was off
the
the
wide.
stump,
Okay.
That's why he just touched the bat and all, like that went out.
So Fazal Ahmed, he's bowled well. That's the first boundary he's gone for in a long time. 1 for 18 of his 17 deliveries. This is a great spell. It's cut away.
4 runs.
Oh, the fielder does well in the end. The fielder just managed to cut that off. He's hit that one like a tracer bullet. Oh, and he's let it flipped. This is all happening. Oh, it's overthrows again. Well done. So there's panic stations out there. That was a regulation one.
That's where the pressure comes in.
That's all pressure, isn't
Actually,
it?
once they have taken it to runs and all, they should not have thrown the ball.
Yeah.
Hold on to it. See?
Direct hit, he probably would have been out. That's how you turn a 1 into 3.
1 into 3, yeah.
So the left-handed Manish, he's on 6 from 6. See that gap between runs and balls is slightly narrowing. 39 from 17 now.
Still a game on a hand.
He hasn't got quite timed that, but they won't mind that. Brings on the right-handed Rohan Ratty back on strike, and he's striking it at 300% here. And if he can get a 50, they've given him some tablets and he's okay again now. The new batsman is Gaurav Kumar. He's got the blue helmet. The light blue helmet. Another left-hander.
Yeah, it's Gaurav Kumar. No. This side is Rohan.
I think he just needs to get a single and get Ratty back on strike. He's done that. He's got the single.
Single.
So I think if Delhi Lions are going to get over the line here,
138 for 3.
it's going to require Ratty to hit a few more over the ropes. They need another boundary at 29 off 11. A 6 puts the game back into the balance. At the moment, you think Jaipur slightly ahead. It's cut away down to third man. Fielder comes around, does well. That's good fielding under pressure.
They have taken only 1 run. 18 over gone. 139 for 3.
He's probably not too disappointed because he keeps the strike there.
Yeah.
Madani keeps the strike, so
19.
that's 28 required from just 10 deliveries. It's 5 ball overs in last man stands. So,
Okay.
so that's why it's 2 overs. So 5 ball overs. So he's got 10 balls to score 28 runs. But remember, the last ball of the innings, if you hit it for 6, is worth 12. So if you can get 16 of the next 9 deliveries done, and then 12 of the last.
It might go to the last
Yeah.
over. Who's the bowler? There's strike.
It's a nervous time to come onto the bowl. I think I'd always rather bowl the penultimate over than the last one. When you bowl that last one, the pressures of everyone's looking at you.
The spinner is bowling.
Yeah, so this is,
No.
yeah, it's a left arm spinner.
Oh,
I
it's a
think.
left-arm spinner.
Yeah, so they've gone for the left arm spinner.
That's interesting.
Right, he's taking his helmet off. Goes for the big heave to leg side, but doesn't quite time it.
There might be a good decision to bowl a spinner. A bit, the ball comes a little bit slower. It's difficult to hit the ball.
So both batsmen taking their helmets off now. So the left-hander might feel he's got a better chance here to clear the boundaries. There's quite a small leg side boundary for the left-hander here, Madan. The ball spinning into him, so he might be looking at mid-wicket boundary. Yeah, left-hander.
Left-hander,
he might be looking mid-wicket. Would you?
Yeah, definitely.
So this is a good start to this over. He's just not allowing the batsman to get under it yet. So the game,
single runs.
It's starting to feel like it's going Jaipur's way here. But do the Lions have a counter punch? Can they find a boundary?
Come on, the Lions, hit the ball.
Madan is back in his hometown. He's hoping that they can pull up a boundary here.
Crucial 3-ball.
Silence around the ground.
That's a single.
They're pushing the first one hard. Great fielding out there. Keeps his composure. 3 balls and just 3 singles.
I said no, that might be a good decision to bowl a left-arm spinner.
Yeah, it's proving so far.
Bit of slow pace. The batsman has to hit. With the pacer, you might, the ball comes in, the speed comes into play.
He's gone bang there. There's 6 runs. Oh, there we go. The noise is back. The game's opened up again. What a final this is. He's gone deep in his crease. That's all power there, Madan.
Yeah, that's a good hit on the mid wicket. I think the batsman was looking at that side.
So 19 required now. 6 balls to go. Just remember, the last ball of the innings, if you hit for 6, is worth 12. So they're right in this game, yeah. They needed that boundary, though. The 2 batsmen have a chat.
He'll again try to hit on the mid wicket.
There's a hasher around the ground again. A lot of nerves.
Oh.
And it's gone again. Back-to-back 6s. So it was looking like a good decision to bowl the spinner. And suddenly
the last 2 balls has gone to 12 runs.
Yeah. What a shot that was. That's just brute force. It's good to see some spectators there. They actually were almost taken out there with the ball coming over the wall.
Still there is a game in 13, 5 ball, 13 runs.
Yeah, so no matter what, the Delhi Lions will have a chance, even if it comes down to the last ball, even if they only get 2 or 3 of the first ball.
Yeah.
3 balls here, the last ball worth 12, but they might not need it. They've got an opportunity to complete the game before that. So it was 25 from 7, and now it's 13 from 5, and the game's changed again. You make Delhi Lions slight favourites here, but it's 1 dot ball and it changes again. Now they're going back to the helmet. Syed Makal Ali to bowl the last over. He's the skipper of the team, Madan. So he's kept himself back as the captain of the Jaipur Lions. He's backing himself here in the last over, but he must be feeling the pressure there.
Yeah, that's right. The bit of pressure is on the other side. But the first 2-3 ball will be very crucial, you know. Once
Oh, that's out of here.
6.
Oh no, has he timed? The field is coming round. I maybe called it early. He's dropped it.
He dropped it.
He's dropped it. That's his batsman just looking at the. He didn't quite time it, but at first I thought that was out of the park again. He just didn't time that one.
Catches win matches. You have to
Yeah.
hold all the catches.
That's a big moment, yeah. He's done the hard work. He's got there.
I think that's the second time he dropped. You know.
Oh, so now it's 11 from 4.
Oh,
I'm going to wait before I say anything here. The field comes around, and this time it has catched it. It's a different fielder. I think there's a steal. So in last man stands, a non-striker can steal 2.
they've taken 2 runs.
So he took 2. So there's a wicket that's fallen, but so he's stolen 2. So he's got to watch him go. He goes to the keeper's end. He dots down. He comes back to the non-striker's end. So the great catch. Obviously needed to gather himself, get back up, get the throw in. But by the time he had done that, the non-striker had stolen. So he'd run to the non-striker's end and back. Nine of three. So both teams are quite happy with that delivery.
Just 1 ball.
Yeah. So
it's not a 3-ball game. It's a 1-ball game.
Yeah. So what a final we have here. We've seen everything today. Seen some great bowling, some huge sixes, some skillful deft touches with the bat. Navjot City is thrown all the way from London to be here with his team. He was born in Gurgaon, but he's team owner and he's based in London, and you can see the nerves there amongst the Delhi camp. They don't know where to look. $10,000 for the winners of this match, but more so there's a lot of city pride at stake here. Delhi versus Jaipur. And I'm joined in the commentary box by the World Cup winner Madan Lal, and you're enjoying this footage as well, Madan.
Well done, boy. That's a good ball, slower one. I said it's 1-ball game.
Yeah. So
what intelligent bowling.
He needs to, I think, just try and get a 1 here and get the left hand on strike. He's done that.
That's only 1.
So he's done the right thing.
No, you only 1 ball.
And he needs 8, but 12. If he hit it for 6, it's 12. So he's still in the game. He's still in the game here. If he hits a 6, he'll have a home run. Can he pull up a home run? So just to remind the viewers that are watching for the first time in last man stands cricket, if you hit the final,
that's the best match I've seen, man.
The best match you've seen. That's good to hear, Madan. So if he hits us for 6, they win the game.
Tell me who's going to win it.
Well, left hand on strike, small boundary to the leg side. We've seen him clear the fence a few times. I'm going to the Delhi Lions here. I'm going to be controversial.
Because they have the bat in hand, you know.
He might be expecting a slower ball. Look at that stance. Yeah, he's done it! He's done it, I told you! Delhi Lions has cleared a home run. Can you believe that, Madan?
That's a good hit. I won a great match. Delhi Lions.
Can you believe what just happened there?
That's a good game of cricket. You know, the last ball, Delhi Lions has won the game. I think there is a lot of entertainment was there, and but you know.
And it's good to see good team sportsmanship from the Jaipur guys going to to say well done to the winners. The drummers are on the field. The Delhi Lions and their supporters are going.
That's the only thing you will see in India. These are the only thing you can see in India.
Old Tim Rogers from the London Southampton. He's now got a Delhi Lions top on. He's changed allegiance. He came here as a London supporter. Now he's a Delhi supporter. He's done everything. So they're going to be disappointed, but it's not easy, not nice to know that you've lost at the last ball of a game and done. But
well, that's a game, you know. Like interesting people have enjoyed it. That's the main thing, you know. Play sports in the hard way, and end of the day, you know, it happened in this sort of game.
And as you say, that is sport. The ups and downs of sports. One team is ecstatic, and the other team really must be feeling it now. The Delhi Lions are showing that they got some dance moves as well, Madan.
Yeah, that's a Punjabi dance they're doing it.
Is that a Punjabi dance?
Yeah, Bhangra.
Okay, and they're lifting their hero there. You actually, Madan, you actually said to me when we were off break, you said to me, sometimes there's a time to know when you're going to be a hero.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the thing. These are the things you remember in life, you know, because the last ball, you know, he hit a 6. How many times it happens? This hardly happens, you know.
6 to win the game of the final ball. He'll remember that for the rest of his life, I think. Look at that, on the shoulders, they're celebrating. Yeah, that really was a great game, and Madan, it's been an honour to have you in the commentary box. Really, to have the insight of a World Cup winner in the last man stands commentary box. Amateur cricketers playing out here, and a professional or ex-professional commentating on them. I think that's a special moment for them as well.
Yeah, definitely, it's a special moment because that's where the youngsters always get encouraged, because you know that they start believing in themselves that they can also make it or they can also do it. So you know that's where you become mentally tough. You have to go through the situation.
And Madan, I know you're going to be going shortly to the presentation.
Yeah, that's right.
But just like to say thank you again on behalf
Thank
of
you
Last
very
Man
much.
Stands and this production, and we're going to be back here in Delhi, and thank you for all your time.
Thank you.
Absolute scenes here. What a finish. Going to be celebrations going on throughout Delhi tonight. The famous victory, the Delhi Lions winning the inaugural Last Man Stands Indian Super Series 2023. Gaurav Kumar, 26 from 5 balls. What a knock. 3 sixes and a home run. Strike rate of 520. What a player. What a match. Spare a moment for the Jaipur Dolphins. They've just had victory snatched from their jaws and are now suffering defeat They thought they had the match wrapped up there. They'd done so well. So close, yet so far. And they'll spend the next few hours, days and months pondering what could have been a famous victory for Jaipur. But it's not to be. It's the Delhi Lions who will be dancing into the early hours of the morning. They've been the tournament favourites, but they were rocked by a valiant Jaipur Dolphins. Had to fight hard for the first time in the tournament, and they came through it with flying colours. They never gave up. The real winner has been the crowd, who've been entertained. Have loved every minute of it. The smiles all around. A few cuddles and a few kisses here and there. And just sit back and enjoy this for a moment. Enjoy the scenes. The selfies. The drummers. It's not hard to pick man of the match for me. In my opinion, it's Gaurav Kumar, 26 or 5 balls. And decent bowling figures as well. 4 overs 34 and the 1 wicket. It's a match-winning performance by the youngster. Carried off on the shoulders of his teammates, rightly so. And he'll remember this moment for years to come. Rob, what did you make of that finish?
What a finish there, Bjorn. Fitting end to a fantastic first India Super Series here in India. What a marvellous display of cricket there. Under lights here at the ballpark. Gurgaon, Delhi. Thought it was all over. They needed 38 off the last 15 balls. That situation changed. 25 off 7. Came right down to the wire. Just look at this. 11 needed off 4 balls. Unbelievable stuff. Out there to the deep. What a catch. Brilliant stuff there. Just a seesaw last few overs of a cracking game. Pressure mounted all round. There were some misfields. Direct hit run out from the keeper. The keeper had injured himself. As a matter of belief, Gaurav Kumar, fast bowler, the mental strength that he showed there. What a wonderful last over of this tournament. You have a look at here. 9 runs were required off 3 balls. Come down to the wire. New batsman to the crease. What kind of pressure? What do you do in this situation? Would he go for the single, get off strike, leave the set batsman to go for it? Backed himself off this ball. Tension was high. Still hear the drums playing out the front as they prepare for the presentation of this inaugural India Super Series. What a cracking final, fitting final to end a wonderful first India Super Series tournament here in Delhi, India. So let's watch this. Situation was 9 required off 3. He had a big swing at it, didn't get hold of it, and the pressure at that stage on Dixit, the new batsman that had come in. What would have been going through his head in that scenario? He's had a swing and a miss, dot ball. It's wide outside, off stump, well bowled, didn't even get close to it, didn't move across to it. It's a wild swing. 9 off 2 balls. Went down the wicket, got hold of it, not quite out the middle, on to the long on. Ball came back in, and that just left him with the last delivery of the tournament. Last ball of the 20th over. 8 runs are required. Reminder that in the home run rule in last man stands, if you hit the last ball of the innings for 6, it's worth 12. 4 is still a 4. It's only a 6 that becomes a home run. And here we were, a home run required off the last ball of the whole tournament of the India Super Series 2023. Nerves jangling all around the park. There's a bit of a delay before the final over. The rotating fielder all around. Where do you bowl it as the bowler? Do you go wide? Do you try and push the wide stump line? The nerves would have been there for everyone to see. Bang! Right in his slot. Sailed into the Delhi night sky over long on. He knew as soon as he had hit it that it was going to be a home run. The teammates running on in celebration, lifting their hero. What a wonderful hit. The home run hit to win a tournament. What a way to end a game of cricket. Any game of cricket, let alone the inaugural India Super Series. Amazing end to the tournament there. Unbelievable scenes here in Delhi. One of the great last man stands games that we've seen, finishing off the 2023 India Super Series. As the home side, Delhi Lions, triumph. They'd fast become the favourites in this tournament. Justified their tag at that throughout the last week. In the end, it turned out that they were chasing this game in the second innings. They looked like they had fallen behind. Jaipur Dolphins looked like they were on to win. But never say die attitude from Delhi Lions. What a marvellous finish to any cricket game. One that will go down in the memory for a long, long time. You can see what it means to the team, their supporters, the drummers. They've been playing all day. They're here at 9 o'clock this morning. You can see there from the Delhi Lions players dancing around. Terrific performance, and then dejected Jaipur Dolphins. What a hero. Home run off the last ball of the tournament to win the game for Delhi Lions. What a game of cricket. As we gather around the presentation stage here. It's late at night here in Delhi. Pushing 11 o'clock now. So we just wait for the final presentation and interviews of a wonderful inaugural India Super Series here in Delhi. Next year can't come soon enough for the second tournament. If you're interested in entering your team in next year's India Super Series, well, there'll be certain teams up for grabs. City teams will be open. City name teams will be open for it. Once those are announced, and you want to back or own one of these teams.
Hello. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Checking. Hello.
Forward to expand this continent, this tournament.
Hello. 1 2 3. My testing.
More teams from Australia involved from my end. What a terrific final that was. And another shout out to the amazing work of the ground staff here at the ballpark and across at Games Forest. Difficult conditions during last week with a lot of rain early in the week. They managed to keep these grounds, the outfields, squares, the wickets in fantastic condition. Testament to a wonderful final there. We felt that 170 was the minimum that could be posted. That 175 was a par score. in the end proved that was the case, but it came right down to the wire. Here we go. Soon enough we'll be joining the presentation, as you can see on your screen now. Just getting a few things in order. Late at night here in Delhi. The global management team getting ready, tucking in their shirts. Thank you, as you can see, to all of the sponsors on the screen there.
I hope so. Alrighty. Are you sure? Go. Okay.
Thanks, guys. Just grab your attention, please. Welcome to the presentation ceremony of the 2023 LMS India Super Series. First of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to all the team owners, sponsors, players for making this superb event what it was. Fantastic event. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We had some very unusual rain, but it was credit to the flexibility of all the teams and the spirit of the game that we managed to play every single game, and everyone was prepared to reschedule it and make the tournament a great success. A special thank you to the ground staff at Games Forest, and in particular Ballpark. Ashish, the wickets were superb, and I know that all the teams are very complimentary of the facilities. At this time, I'd also like to welcome our esteemed guest, Mr. Madan Lal. We're very honored to have him here, so it's an absolute privilege. I've also got the founders of LMS, Wayne Grieve and Bjorn Briggs, up here. They've both been very instrumental in putting this tournament together, so massive thank you to them as well. Obviously, the tournament wouldn't be what it is without our umpires. I thought the standard of umpiring throughout the event was phenomenal, and I'd like to call the officials up now to accept a medal on our behalf. So we've got Divakar, Ash, Sachin, Rohit, and Vishal.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Thanks, buddy. Hold on. Everybody. Thanks, guys. Hold on, guys.
Now, I'd also like to give a small gift to Madan Lal for being here. So we've got a crest we'd like to present to him.
Thank you.
I'd also like to call up Ashish from Ballpark. We've got the facilities were phenomenal. I think everyone will agree. The wicket's superb. I worked out one of those wickets had about 5,000 deliveries into it, and it was still bouncing true. Then they're not here, but we've also got a crest for Sartak from the Pullman Hotel. We've been staying there for the past week or so, and it's been a fantastic hotel, and the staff really looked after us, so thank you very much to them. This time I'd like to recognize some of the teams. The fair play and the spirit of cricket's always extremely important. So there's a few teams that we felt in particular embodied the spirit of what this event's about, and I really embraced it. So I'd like to call up Digvijay Singh from Katiwada, Ajit from the Mumbai side. I don't know if anyone from the Orlando side's here, but I really enjoyed them as a team.
I want to send my skipper because I haven't done much and it's all
Nav from Mahali. Rejan, do you want to come up and accept on behalf of Nav? And then Matt Turbel from the Brisbane Burners, if he's here. You got one for Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
Rajan, do you want to come up there, pal? Now I'd like to move on to the awards for the players of the tournament. So the best batsman, unfortunately, didn't get 50 in the final, but apart from that, I think he scored a 50 every single match. So Dipanshu Foray from Jaipur Dolphins, please come up. What about it, pal? Now for the bowler of the tournament. It was particularly tough for seamers out there with the flat wickets and plenty of toil. But this bowler, he bowled superbly, swung the ball in late to the right-handers, and I think he took about 15 or 16 wickets. So Sufyan Qureshi from the Katiwada Cat Kings. Our next award is for the young player of the tournament. Obviously, one of the visions of this is to help find some new players, unearth some talent. And I think one of these guys was phenomenal. He got man of the match in about 4 out of 5 games, I believe. So the young player of the tournament was Rahan Raj Sharma from Mahali Knights. So he's got the award here for the young player and also a check for $1,000. So I hope you put that towards your cricket, pal. Trying to give the money back. And the player of the tournament, he was a fantastic skipper. Played an unbelievable knock in the semi-final. Almost got 80 off about 40 balls. He bowled very well. I think great energy throughout the tournament. One of the fittest cricketers I've seen. So the player of the tournament was Rajesh Sharma from the Delhi Lions.
Don't cash it into my
Now on to the team awards. So earlier today we had the plate final. So the plate champions, I'm not sure if any of them are still here, but the plate champion was Centurion Masagami. So I don't know if Dan's or we can get... So I'm going to get Jondre Johnson, wicketkeeper from Masagami, to come up and accept the plate.
Thank you so much, bro. Thanks.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Bad. Wrong hand up. Thanks. And now to the main competition. They say, cometh the hour, cometh the man. And thought Delhi Lions had their back seriously against the wall. But one player came out, showed no fear, struck 3 massive sixes and got his team over the line with a home run. So the man of the final was Gaurav Kumar from Delhi Lions. Get the sponsors out. No, that's superb hitting. Well done, pal. I thought it was a phenomenal final, and unfortunately in sport there has to be one side on the losing end. But I thought throughout the tournament they were phenomenal, really disciplined seam bowling. Their batting was superb. So I'd like to invite up Zayo, Ronnie and Syed to come and accept the runners-up medals and the trophy. Can you call up the guys one by one? I'm going to pass over to Ronnie to call up the team one by one.
If anyone, Priyanshu, Mahir, Deepanshu, Manoj, Shakil Haider, Bharat, Imon, Ashish, and Sahil, Faisal.
So of course the runner-up team will accept the runners-up trophy and also a check for $4,000 US. So well done, Jaipur Dolphins. Superb tournament, guys. And now, for the moment we've been waiting for, the champions of the 2023 LMS India Super Series. I'd like to call up Nav and Rajesh. So Nav, would you like to call up the players?
Shivam, Rohan, Gaurav, Dhruv, Tarun Bhaiya, Vibhor, Pasan, Paras and Vikas. Guys, just a small message, first in English, then in Hindi. So we have won this, and we have beaten every team that we have played, and we are going to the World Champs in December. In Hindi, जो player इस stage पे खड़ा है, दिसंबर में केप टाउन जाएगा.
So I think Wayne, Bjorn, Madan and myself are going to vacate the area and we're going to leave it to the champions, the Delhi Lions. Later, it's okay.